next song. Live on Chicano Tube. Live on Chicano Street. Beautiful Linda Raza. We're back again. We're back. It's Thursday night. Do me a favor, though. You can hit that pinchy like button. It's free. It's right there. We don't cost nothing. We're going to go through some intros right here, but it's always the kickback. It's always the kickback. It's nothing. People are just watching us hang and chill. Chicano Tube is back, you guys. We're the ones that re-sparked that Chicanismo. No one was talking about it before we came on 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago now. It was dead in the water, nada. And all of a sudden, we came back here and pushed this Chicanismo on you guys. So, hey, I appreciate you guys that are watching, whether you're watching on Facebook, you're watching on YouTube, or you're watching on Twitch, Landia. I appreciate you guys. More than you know, it's the kickback here. So, we got Carol Edeza in the house, mi amiga. First of all, how are you before we start recapping? What a crazy birthday month it's been. How are you, amiga? You're good?
Yeah. Thank you for having me.
That's right, amiga. Absolutely. The day after the gala?
Confidential.
Okay, it's confidential. Confidential information.
That's my passwords. No, I'm just kidding.
I know that's
my birthday was yesterday.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit.
that's why I told you I can't come on the 13th. Thank you.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right.
Okay,
That's
well,
right. Well, happy
birthday.
birthday
Thank
over
you.
to you, amiga. Well, before we get into that, also, we got new food unlocked over here. Everyone, shout out to Ray Ray. He's over here in the house. He's on Chicano Street. You guys, he's kicking back, having a good old time, you guys. This is just, it really is just a kickback. That's why I said we're not going to wait to crack a beer as soon as we see each other. All this other stuff is extra. They're watching us is extra. They're hitting the like, all that shit. We love the love. You guys, we had 1,600 new subscribers just this month.
Wow.
We must have caught the algorithm. And I know what it was. I found the short that people really liked. I'm going to play this short. It was a Chicana, and she's talking about the Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet. This is where people go in L.A., right?
Yeah, yeah, I know
And
what
she's
you're
like,
talking
I'm
about.
too old for that shit. I'm going to take care of my babies. You know, I don't want to dress like a gang member. We'll talk about that one. That one got us 1,600 pinchy subs. So, hey,
Good.
shout out to you guys, man. Shout out to you guys.
That place up eventually when I'm
It's
Los Angeles.
It's north of L.A., right?
No,
Santa Fe?
south.
To me, everything is LA. I get it. My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
Shout out to
south.
everyone from LA, but I'm just, I don't know. We're from the Alisal, you guys.
North is like
We're
Echo
putting us
Park
on the
and all that
map
other stuff, but yeah,
from the
yeah, that's
831,
on that
but it's south of it, so it's like Anaheim.
Almost, but
okay.
I think it's like Norwalk, Arcadia.
People said it reminds them of like the Skyview Drive-In, the one we had on
no,
Sanborn where they
yeah,
had
yeah, but
people
now they
say
have
it
live
looks like
music.
that with just a lot of tents and merchants and,
Right.
and,
Just
vendors
like
and
the
stuff
San
like
Jose
that.
Swap Meet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
and I think they be having some music too at the San Jose Swap Meet.
Yeah, that's cool. So shout out to everyone that goes to Santa Fe Spring Swap Meet. No se agüiten when we play La Chicana that had us get almost 2,000 subs just because you guys love that short. So we'll play La Chicana that's over there. But you guys in the chat, can we see the chat? Let me see. Where's the chat at? Here it is. You know what I'll do? I'll move this one. I just wanted to show you guys. I know you guys want to see how does the studio look and all that. How do I look, right? And all that. But yeah. Let's go back. Let's just show the chat, all right? I'll be able to direct everything right over here. So shout out to everyone that's in the chat. Death Row, I see you, cabrón. Miss Jenny Selby, La Chicana, shout out to you. Amiga Seb, what's going on with it? I appreciate you guys. All right, Carol, now I want to congratulate you, first of all, because I'm still blown away, amiga. Are you like on cloud 9? Have you come down yet? Or has it really sunk in? Because I think you kind of know where this is going. Like your nonprofit, how big it's going to get. Are you on cloud 9, amiga? Talk to me. That's a yes. That's a yes. That's a yes. But tell me, or give us maybe a little bit of recap. Maybe you want to shout out the behind the scenes people as well that helped out because it was a lot of effort that went into that.
Yeah, there was a lot of work that went behind it. Yeah, I mean, you were there. I mean, there was a lot of support.
Yeah, I've seen people from the city council.
Yeah.
I've seen, probably your friends and a lot of people that.
We had some hood folks. We had local politicians. We had some.
That's awesome.
Some
A little bit of
local,
everything.
The
Community,
Salinas
yeah.
Arch guy, like that was my highlight right there.
What's his name? Evan?
Peter.
Peter.
Peter Casavan.
Casavan.
Yes,
Casavan.
so he was one of our sponsors.
Sheet Vineyards.
He showed up all tuxedo and everything.
That was him.
Yeah,
I know who that was
yes,
then.
That was Peter.
I know.
It was amazing. Yeah, it was amazing. thank you for your support. I appreciate it. It was you pumping me up.
Oh, I was, right? With little voice messages. I was telling her, amiga, a small town Chicana from East Salinas, from the Alisal district, you just created at least a national movement because there's a need for that. That hasn't been filled.
Well, when I was in high school, my sister was a teen mom. My cousins were teen moms.
Lo mismo. Lo mismo.
Both of us. Well, my grandparents, they were in Mexico, but that was different. It was different times. But I have so many friends that were teen moms, and there was no support like that.
No support, no guidance, no resources.
No, you were on your own.
None of that
You had
stuff.
your mom to help you out, and that was it. There was no, anything like you can look out on the internet, but like, where can I go to?
Exactly. I'm still blown away, amiga.
Your boyfriend and
I'm still blown away. That thing was a movie. So I want to go ahead and show something. Let's go ahead and show something right over here. Let's get. I want to show a little highlight clip of that. Let me see. Where is that?
Thank you for the birthday death row. I appreciate that.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's a little highlight clip.
The hot smoking wife.
Beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot. Beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot.
BSS.
I drive a sports car just to I'm a real big baller because I made $1 million and I spend it on girls and shoes. But you don't want
the backdrop. Look at gente. Look at the detail on all the decor. There was 2 decorators.
No, there was
Party
a
señorita.
lot.
Okay, more.
Oh, there was a lot.
Look at the Chicano All-Stars. They're like, Chicano All-Stars. The drummer's the homie. Look, Mrs. Levine. She's so cool. Her and my wife hit it off. They're close friends. Okay, I got. Oh, look at that. Man. Beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife. You guys right there. Hello. All right. So again, that's just a real quick recap. There's more that we could play on that recap, but you're not gonna believe me. The wife, the beautiful, smoking, sexy, hot wife said, "You know what? Let's get one of those video 360 things, and we're gonna have our son Mikey do that like as a side job. It's coming.
Yeah,
it's gonna come.
It was so much fun.
It's so much
and
fun.
We only had it for an hour there. We just got an hour.
Getting into it now.
We want to get him a little truck, and just to go and just to load that thing in, and we're gonna do him like a little side job, kind of hustle on the weekends. He works right now. He works at the Heart and Nail. He does work at the student store right now. So he has a part-time job, but we're going to do that. And I want every time we have guests over here, let's spin one right in the room.
Oh, okay.
Just for shits and giggles. People like it. We're going to do that right there. We're going to do that.
To get very technical.
All right, we're going to do that. But anyways, again, amiga, I just want to say congratulations because it's huge. It's big. I think, where we come from, not a lot of people dream big. And have big aspirations. They put ceilings on themselves like, this is all I can be, it's all I can do. I know because in what I do, like in real estate, countless times I've processed loan applications and the parents are farm workers and the children are farm workers también. I'm not saying it's not an honorable job. I'm just like, you know what? There's more opportunities if we just fucking aspire to do more, man. But
working in the fields is just, it's the start.
It's a start, right? It's a start. But man, shout out to them.
You go into agricultural at the universities. I have, some uncles that they've been working in the fields and now their kids have gone to the university. Like you've heard of Clave Especial.
Oh, yeah. Shout out to them, huh?
Man, they're like the biggest team right now.
They're popping in Salinas.
Oh, is that the ones that were at 101 recently? 101
201.
I think
No.
my cousins invited me to that, but I didn't go.
I don't think
That's
so.
an origen.
Oh, I don't know. It was
so it's a
some
smaller
Spanish.
one. They're starting to come up.
Okay.
No, these guys are like nationwide already
Oh,
or
okay.
international.
All right, we got G the Barber is
so-
in the casa. G the Barber. I send mines over. That's G the Barber from the Hater World, you guys, from the Hater World podcast. G the Barber, I
G the
send
Barber.
mines to you, to the familia, to Snowman. I hope you're blessed, carnal. I'll see you in September, cabron. We got about maybe 5 or 6 people that want to run the fade. It's Mexican Independence Day. You just feel Mexican. You can, it oozes out of you. So people want to get in the ring and throw chingazo. So we got G the Barber from the Hater World podcast.
Where's it going to be at?
Down, man. So we're going to do it in Upland again. It's in the Inland Empire.
Oh, okay.
We had so much. It was a packed house. Packed house.
I was watching online. Yeah, I was watching that.
Packed house. This one I'm going to MC.
Okay.
I'm going to MC. I got the knee still kind of recovering. I went to see the orthopedic a guy, and he told me I'm like 80% healed. He already let me start boxing again.
Did you get hurt, or was it just
arthritis
or
no?
wear and
What
tear?
happened was I did an MRI. I tore my ACL. I tore my meniscus.
At a boxing fight?
Yes.
Oh,
I
wow.
tore my ACL. Shout out to Cholo
Yeah,
Trucker.
no, man,
He's the baddest Chicano on YouTube.
Yes, I
You're
did
the baddest
see that. I loved
Chicano.
it.
And when the bell
Yeah.
rang, he went from friend to like Doberman.
Yeah, yeah.
He was
yeah.
possessed. Like, it was scary just to look in his eyes,
Yeah.
cabrón. He looked like he wanted to knock my teeth, bro. But it's a fight.
It's a
Always,
fight, exactly.
we're not playing basketball.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a pinchy fight. So I tore my ACL. Well, when I got the MRI back, I uploaded it in ChatGPT. I'm like, give me a photo diagram of what's wrong with me.
Oh, okay, so
and
I'm glad you're doing well.
So yeah, so I'm like 80% healed. So the ACL, I tore the meniscus, and I had
surgery.
I had called bone contusions. That means it stayed purple for like 2 months.
Oh yeah. Oh no, something like that. It's probably
Yeah,
a year.
yeah.
A year recovery.
Now, so when that happened to me, I actually got up and I said, okay, well, this is what I thought, and this is the Mexican to me, right? I'm like,
Yeah.
well, I'm just gonna have to knock him out.
Yeah.
And I went for the knockout. You see me just throwing water heaters at him, at his chin, trying to just land and stuff like that. Yeah. And so, but shout out to him. So we'll be in Upland, you guys. If you guys want to get a hold of me, if you want to participate, you might not be thinking about it now, but trust me, when they announce the Canelo Alvarez fight, and it's the biggest fight on Mexican Independence Day, you're going to want to get, feisty and get in the ring. Get a hold of me, Chicano Tube, on all platforms. Gente, it's IG, Twitch, TikTok, YouTube, you name it, Facebook. It's all Chicano Tube, one word. That's it. Get a hold of me. But don't get a hold of me if you're not going to pull up. Okay? Don't get a hold of me if you're going to waste someone's time, because I'm going to match someone up, and then you're not going to pull up. I will. If you do that to me, I will put you on blast.
No, I the one you had right here on East Salazar.
Was it who fought? Cholo Trucker?
Yeah.
Was it that one?
Yeah.
Or
Some
EBK?
white guy from Stockton?
Or EBK?
No,
that
wasn't
was Cholo
EBK.
Trucker.
Yeah.
Yes.
With some dude from Stockton?
Yes.
Yeah, he was good.
The dude from Stockton, he's a güero, right?
White guy, yeah.
He pulled up like in 2 black Suburbans. They look like Vikings.
Yeah,
A la
they're
chingada.
deep,
They came out like 4
Yeah.
Vikings. I'm like, these
Yeah.
gabachos
And then
don't
Ryan, he has
fucking
his
play.
fighters there.
Some of those gabachos, I don't know if you knew this, in his entourage are part of Nick Diaz's friends.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, especially one of them. His name was Killshot.
Yeah.
He's a bare knuckle fighter. He's like 16-1 or 2.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know. He was there.
Yeah.
So it was cool, but that was more of a production. You know what I mean? That was kind of like you seen me DPing
Oh,
it,
yeah, that was
directing everything, cut and take another take,
Yeah.
just for
that's right. That's right.
for the
I loved
final
it. No,
product.
we had a good time.
Yeah, we had a good old
Yeah.
time. People hanging out, and we had the brown wall security. The brown wall. I had about 6 homies that were brown walling in, and people didn't know. I already had them on point. We went over security, and they were even outside, and just to make sure we all
of
go
course.
home to our families at the end of the
course,
day.
yeah.
It's I'll pay a pinche,
It
como
was
se
a
llama,
family
a
event. There was
watchdog.
children there and
I usually
everything.
will pay like a watchdog to come and sit there, and that's like an armed off duty huda.
Absolutely.
And he gets a hold of me because he loves YouTube and he loves the fights, and
Right.
well, shit, you're licensed to carry, right? And like shit, I can't carry the rest of my
Yeah,
life.
you can never
Shit,
be too
I'm a
safe,
pendejo.
unfortunately, but it is what it is. But
Yeah, you got it. All right, you guys. I appreciate everyone that's already tuning in. Death Row. That's right. Gracias. G the Barber says from the Hater World podcast. Likewise, let's get it. Keep doing your thing. That's what we're gonna do. That's what we're gonna do. Nothing but love over there. Shout out to SoCal. Shout out to NorCal, East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. We got Carol. We got Ray. New Fool Unlocked. Ray is in the motherfucking house, you guys. So we went over that. I think we went over the intros, you guys. Let's get into this Chicanismo, all right? So let me, I'll just leave the comments up there, you guys. And we'll take it. You guys already seen how you guys look enough, all right? Enough already. How you look, we'll see. Just leave the comments up there. That way I could DJ this shit. I could MC this thing right here. Ándale. Okay. So let's go. Let's kick it. Let's go back. Oh, well, actually, you're not going to be able to see the video. So I am going to do this. All right. All right, you guys. Don't forget to hit that like, you guys. It's been a crazy year so far, man. It's just flown all the way by with the gala coming up and that came up this month with everything that's going on. Oh, Oompa Knock. Shout out to Oompa Knock. He wanted me to send his to everyone. He couldn't be here to Pinche Oompa Knock.
He's in Monterey,
Mr.
living his
Popular.
best life.
yeah, burn
That dude's like Mr. Popular. you know what I mean?
right?
Yeah,
The comedian?
yeah.
That's how I always remember him too, Mr. Popular. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah,
this guy is.
definitely.
He's
too-
super cool.
Yeah, Mr. Popular. So he sends his guys. He's Oompa Knock is at Renee Vaca's comedy show. It's going down right now in Monterey.
That would have been
And
a good
so,
one.
oh
That's gonna
yeah,
be a good
yeah.
one.
No, yeah, for sure. That one's gonna be good. Let me see. Where is it? Oh,
All
there
these
it
new
is.
comedians, they've been just doing crowd work.
Yeah, I
type of
haven't been
comedy
to.
now.
I don't even know if I've ever been to a comedy show. Have you?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You have?
I don't.
Boy recently?
I went to what's his name, Felipe Esparza. I loved
Oh, I
it.
would love
It
to
was,
see him.
and I was sober, and I was
He's
fucking
good.
cracking up.
Felipe Esparza
I
would
was
be really
pregnant and
good.
sober.
Definitely want to see
Oh
him.
man, that's crazy.
Yeah,
That's
it's good.
crazy, guys. All right.
Cat
well,
Williams too.
another thing that
Cat Williams,
happened.
legend. That
Cat
would be-
Williams. You went to see him? Mm-hmm, yeah,
Fresno, yeah.
he's
He's got all
funny
the
as hell.
conspiracy too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, I like him. I like Hewley. Mexican ones too. George Perez, funny as hell
Oh,
too.
yeah, yeah,
George
yeah.
Perez is real funny as hell.
Sure.
We gotta support the raza, man. So
Ralph,
you guys go out there.
that's the
Oh,
one I
yeah,
want to
Ralph
see.
Barbosa?
Yes,
Yeah.
that's the
He was
one.
recently in Monterey.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I haven't been able to catch him.
All right, you guys.
Yeah.
So let's
gotta
start
fly
off
out
this.
for
Let's
that.
start off these Chicano reactions, you guys. Again, we'll be here till by 9:00. Do me a favor, man. Hit that pinche like, you guys. Drop a comment also, and you can also share it. Share the broadcast también. You guys, they had in March. And someone just sent me this clip. They had the annual Chicano Park Day Festival. It happens every single year. I think it's 22 years.
On Cinco de Mayo?
It was around. No, it was March. I think it was a March.
it
or
March?
I think it was March.
Oh,
March.
okay. About a month and a half ago?
So what happened was like 22 years ago, a bunch of raza, moved over there. The barrio is called Logan Heights.
Yeah, I've been there.
You have?
Yeah.
And then little by little, they just started becoming industrial, commercial, just pushing the raza out. A lot of people
Right.
call it modern day gentrification. And what the raza fought for was like, chale, well, at least we're going to have this piece right here. Give us this piece under a pinche overpass.
Yeah.
And they named it Chicano Park because, again, it's like, I mean, the first
was the
Chicanos
Mexican
were,
neighborhood?
the first Chicanos were probably by the border because, I mean, obviously they're Mexicans, right? But they're born on this side of the border. I mean, the first Chicanos were probably the ones when the Mexican-American War happened and they lost the territory. Bas! All of a sudden, their parents became U.S. citizens. They're here now. They're like, oh, shit, we're American, but we're Mexican last night. But we're American
and they
today,
promised
right?
them a lot of land, and there was a bunch of BS.
And they kept, they kept having, and then when they had babies, there you go.
Yeah.
Not some of those first Chicanos. But we got a fool right here with the bald head doing a little bit too much.
Ruin it for everybody.
Bam!
It always has to be some shit like this.
Look
Look
at
at
the
this.
Chicanas. Come here, fucker. Bam!
Hey, what is
Look out,
this neighborhood?
lady.
There's another neighborhood? or
Wait,
something?
what was going on prior to that?
Fight.
Knock that soccer player out. Look at him.
Well, I mean, if you see a bald head guy,
damn.
stocky, I mean, what do you kind of assume?
No ski
I think he's
mask,
wearing 501s.
Yeah.
He's wearing a black
N-words.
shaka shirt.
just
Not everyone in a shaka
everybody
shirt,
up.
but then he's
Old
wearing
school.
white
Like if
Air
he was
Force
in
Ones.
prison and the guards were about to come out with the shotguns.
What's that?
Look at this fight.
Oh, okay.
Miss.
Everybody's
They're clean. I'll give 'em that.
Goodbye, photographer.
Is that enough?
So-
Boom! There goes your camera. Who's
There
next?
is another
You?
video that I could
Come
play
here,
that the
youngster.
Brown Berets
Oh,
actually
nice
try to
hit.
break this fight up.
Bam.
Oh, they're still around.
They're still around, man. Yeah, still around, man.
Actually, I went to Chicano Park and they were out there having a meeting. I was tripping
really?
out.
Look at
I was like,
Chicanas.
oh shit. I
Come
was being
here,
respectful, so
fucker.
I didn't want to take a picture.
Bam!
But yeah, it was pretty cool to see.
Look out, lady.
So again, this is
This is a pretty cool event to
it's
go
it's a
to.
cool
Knock
event.
that
Don't
soccer
let
player
this
out. Look at him.
little
No,
situation.
I'm sure there was a lot of good stuff going on. This is just a little fight that happened.
Yeah,
No
but
ski
this
mask.
guy
It
was
happens
balloons.
when you get so many people around.
No
so many
N-words.
people in one place.
Who just
yeah,
socked
it was
everybody
a little
up.
bit too much
Old
though.
school.
And it looks
Like
like,
if he was
it
in
was
prison
not at
But it's
and the
gonna
Chicano
be
guards were
Park.
about to
Yeah.
come
It
out
looks
with
like
the shotguns.
because there actually was a overflow place that people were
Yeah,
doing
of
like
course.
overflow parties.
Right.
Like, hey, we're
Miss.
gonna be on this street, we're gonna be on this
Bam.
street doing
Goodbye,
Chicano Park,
photographer.
parties or whatever. That's
Right.
There
That
goes
doesn't look
your
like
camera.
Chicano Park.
No.
This is a new
You
parking garage.
Come
and
here,
stuff.
youngster.
It's by the overpass.
I'm
Yes.
sure, yeah.
Bam.
Yeah, we went there years ago, and it was just one time. I had to go and check out that park, and it's beautiful.
Yeah, the
All
murals.
the murals.
Yep.
Love
Yep.
it.
Look at the Chicanas. Come here, fucker.
Yeah, I didn't get to spend that much time because I was with the kids, so I couldn't really explore it as much
Look
as
out,
I
lady.
wanted to.
Did he say La Chicanas? Or I don't know if I saw something.
Knock that soccer player out. Look at him.
Who's making
Oh
the comments?
man, this is all bad, man. This is bad right here. Again, guys.
What I'm
All right.
saying?
No
Anyways,
ski man.
it was. I have another video. I don't think I'm gonna
Mexico
play.
jersey,
That's
yeah.
enough of that
Maybe
one.
he's a USA fan.
All I'm saying is that they blow it sometimes. It's like people don't go to these events if one, you can't control your alcohol. Okay. One, you can't control, and two, if you're gonna act your shoe size and you're not gonna act your age, it's burnt out already. You know what I mean? It's played out, it's burnt out, that you got to go and blow the spot up. And again, it could be, you know, two rival neighborhoods seeing each other, and I get it, but no, it's all about, look at that. That reminds me of Carol right there in the white sweater. You see that? She would have threw something in there, huh?
Nah, I won't do that shit
1,
today.
2?
That's 14-year-old me right there. Not today. Fuck that.
That was a clean 1-2 right there. Anyways, enough of that one. You
Not
guys.
today.
I know. Anyways,
Yeah, I know the other last week I got punched in the face at work.
That's crazy.
At work, bro. Yeah.
Punched?
Yeah, by a patient. But it's because these patients have like Alzheimer's and stuff, and they
Oh,
get
yeah?
really aggressive. Yeah.
You're wild, man.
I'm like, shit, I haven't gotten in a fight in a while. I haven't been punched in the face.
I had another doctor from Memorial. He was here on the podcast. Is Dr. Gonzalez.
Yeah.
He was
Oh,
here. Did
Dr.
you see? I don't know if you've
Gonzalez?
seen
Yeah, I
him.
know Dr. Gonzalez.
You know Dr. Gonzalez?
Yeah, he's always at the city councils.
I think so. I'm not. Is he kind of stocky?
Yeah.
Is he kind of stocky?
No, I know
he's a
who you're talking
weightlifter.
about.
He likes to
Oh,
lift
he's in
weights.
Natividad.
Oh,
Is he on
he's not
Natividad?
Memorial. He's Natividad, huh?
Oh, okay. I don't know, but I
don't know.
did see
He's
that.
at one of them, but he's kind of like, he likes to, what is it called? Where they lift on chingo de weights.
Yeah, no,
like
this is a different,
super
this
press.
Is a different Dr. Gonzalez.
One
Yeah.
time,
I did
anyways.
see his interview.
Yeah,
Yeah.
What about
yeah.
Dr. Jones?
Oh, yeah, he just came out with
Damn.
the
He delivered 2 of my kids.
he delivered one of mine. Yeah.
At
And then
Memorial.
my sister.
In
Yeah,
some
Memorial.
Gucci Crocs. The
Yes, he
only
just
doctor
came
you're
out-
going to see is some Gucci Crocs.
Oh, really? Gucci Crocs? I didn't even know there was such a thing. But yeah, he's the coolest doctor. Really, really the best. He's like 80 years old, but he doesn't look like it. You
Dr.
know,
Jones?
Yeah.
No fucking way.
Yeah. Like they say,
Defy
black don't
age,
crack.
huh?
Yeah.
He defied his age. Probably because he eats clean, works out.
He's a little heavy set, but he's really tall. But it's just, I don't know.
You could be heavy and still, he probably still eats clean.
He probably does
most of the time.
Yeah.
You know, what I mean,
But he just came out with a book, and he's
Dr.
got this.
Jones?
I'm planning on buying his book, yeah, because I think he was an orphan. He was an orphan
shit, he
as
has
a
a hell of a
kid.
story.
Yeah, he has a really good
Yeah,
story.
yeah.
And then he grew up here in this area, and
Yeah.
he's an amazing doctor. when it
Someone
comes
said
to-
that the Pinchy vice president too, it was like that. Was an orphan, grew up in foster homes and jumping around, some shit like that.
Ben
Yeah, I
Stan-
heard.
Oh yeah, his mom was an
Vance?
alcoholic.
Yeah, something like that.
like,
Drogaditos or something, and
it's a
they
good
gave
movie,
him up.
and I hear
or-
the book is better.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything
Yeah.
like that. But when you have that, it's
J.D.
fucking hell of a
Vance.
life, man.
Yeah, you gotta.
You know,
you gotta
we all
watch
get
the movie.
dealt.
It's good.
We all get dealt cards. You know what I mean? It's the cards that you were dealt with.
Right, and what are you
that's-
gonna do with
That's
it?
it. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
it.
After a certain age, you can't make excuses.
So this is just a follow-up to that one, Chicano Park Day. It wasn't the whole thing again, you guys. But again, just there's the same fool, bald head,
Oh,
low.
he's taking more dudes on.
Yeah, he's taking more dudes on. He wants more. And people are streaming it, and I'm like,
It's like
"Fuck
a
son, man."
juggernaut, huh? En la cabeza.
That's a good name from Mexican Juggernaut.
It's a juggernaut.
And Flu Unlocked right there. Okay, that was enough of that one. Anyway, so someone sent me the clip and they wanted me to react to that one. So we're going to go ahead and react over to
Oh,
that
is that
one,
what
you
this
guys.
is? People send you these?
Yes. They send me
okay.
these and they say, hey,
I
react to
thought.
them.
I
okay,
did not
I'm gonna have to say
realize
so.
it.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just see you sending them, but I didn't know that. Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah. And you know, I could go more about that little incident, but it doesn't sound like I'm going to the juvenile hall youth center telling the youngsters, hey, you know, what you gonna do? You know what I mean? Go all the way, then do it. Whatever you do it all the way. But shit like that, when there's families around, it's just not cool. I mean, you know, it's just not cool. All right, someone sent me this one, you guys. So let's go ahead and watch this one. This is about pesticides. I don't know if did you guys see? Well, I had Mayor Donahue on the podcast. And when I
missed
was
that one.
when I was training to go to Mexican Independence Day, go throw chingazos over there, I ran through the fields. And when I ran through the fields, I was blown away. I was like, why is there a bunch of like, it looks like Ajax. Remember Ajax, the white powder?
Yeah, I know what
it was
Ajax is.
all on the ground and it was all on the plants.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what the hell is this? This is what we're eating?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care if you wash the shit off after or how
GMOs.
much you want to wash it off.
GMOs,
That
man.
thing is in there already because those are strong, strong chemicals. So I had Mayor Donahue on here and I asked him about that. So it was a really
What did
good
he say?
interview.
You think he was honest?
I think he was honest. I think he was saying there's a department of people with oversight that are trying to look into it, and he
They
was
are.
just like, it's. I don't know if it's, you know, what did he say? He said there's so many issues to deal with, and a lot of them only get superficially touched,
Yeah.
scratched on the surface.
Things have gotten better.
Yeah,
than they used to be because-
we should be able to reform things and go all the way on things, and then instead it seems like they touch things when they want. and it trends and goes in and out, right? So
Yeah.
this campesino right here.
Things have gotten much better. Like, my grandfather was a bracero, and they didn't have shade, they didn't have bathrooms, they didn't have any protection for the pesticides. And
Nothing.
I mean, these people get lung diseases.
They breathe
and
it.
They breathe it in.
They say they touch it, right? That absorbs into the skin.
They get valley fever.
Yeah.
It's a fungal lung infection. And then
Mega Man told me on the podcast one time, he goes, "Oh, you think that's water they're spraying on the vegetables in the grocery store? That's not water. That's more pesticides."
Really? In the grocery store? I've never heard of that.
Oh, the
little spray, the little drizzle.
He goes,
I noticed a few grocery stores didn't have that anymore. I thought
it's
that
just to
was
preserve-
weird. I'm like, my hands are fucking dry. I need water to open up the bag.
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So
I always thought that was water. That's crazy. Some stores don't have that anymore, though. Makes sense.
That's right. San Diego's
Yeah,
in the
no, I
casa.
just
Shout out
went
to the
to Safeway, they have
619. Appreciate you, cabron. Big Perm's in the casa. Orale, what's up with you, Big Perm? Shout out to Big Perm, cabron. That's right, cabron. Hit that pinche like button, you guys. What I was going to say is there's
Mr.
spray.
Clean.
Yeah, Mr. Clean with the cocoa, right? Oh, the guy that's getting down was Mr. Clean, right? With the cocoa and shit like that. Maybe that's what they're saying. I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
That they said that those Mega Man said on the podcast that what they're spraying on the vegetables is preservatives.
Yeah.
Some shit mixed
Yeah.
with that. So
Oh, for sure.
and
For sure.
preservatives are
I
everywhere.
buy bread now. It lasts weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
On the shelf. It's
Shelf life,
I'm
preservatives,
this is normal.
crazy shit.
Yeah,
that
bread
is
used to last
crazy
maybe
shit,
4 days or
Yeah.
something. But now I'm like a hamburger bun. It's like I look in my pantry and I forgot about it. It's been
Green
there for weeks.
spots already.
It's not even green.
Green spots.
Yeah, it's not even green. It looks like it's still fresh.
He'll still eat
But
it. He'll just
it's
take
not
off the
good.
crust and shit.
Ni modo.
Fuck it.
You
Take the
know?
crust off and shit. Fuck it. Just the
Yeah.
green dots on the crust and
Yeah,
still eat it, man.
before I
Thug
start
life.
cutting off that, I need to cut off smoking and a whole
Pedro
other
de
bad
Lesma
habits.
subscribe to the
I'm
channel.
telling you, man. But you know what? This hits us close to home, gente, because we are from the salad bowl of the world. We export 48% of the world's produce. Mayor Donahue came on the podcast and says it's a $16 billion industry. So there's no more farm workers anywhere else. The most farm workers in a conglomerate in a pocket of area are here in Monterey County and in the Central Valley.
Yeah.
Those
Oh,
two
absolutely.
areas have the largest concentration of farm workers.
Absolutely.
And we are an ag-centered economy. So let's hear La Señora talking and see what she got to say, and let's react.
Los niños les está afectando, es la futura generación de nosotros. Y si no la protegemos ahorita, ¿cuándo? Por favor, da muchas enfermedades, cáncer, Parkinson, y se está dañando con la fruta y el vegetal que va a la mesa, que consumen nuestros niños de las escuelas que son pequeños. Por favor, paren con esos pesticidas, únanse con el campesino para no más Ruanda. Son pesticidas asesinos silenciosos. Únanse, campesinos, padres de familia. Gracias. Esto no
Let's
nos
watch it from the
protege de
beginning.
nada. Los pesticidas son los asesinos silenciosos que nos dan miles de enfermedades porque se nos van por las venas. No nos protege de nada, al contrario, nos perjudica y estamos llevando más pesticidas a nuestros hogares y perjudicando a nuestra familia, a nuestros niños. Los niños les está afectando, es la futura generación de nosotros. Y si no la protegemos ahorita, ¿cuándo? Por favor, da muchas enfermedades, cáncer, Parkinson, y se está dañando con la fruta y el vegetal que va a la mesa, que consumen nuestros niños de las escuelas que son pequeños. Por favor, paren con esos pesticidas, únanse con el campesino para no más Ruanda. Son pesticidas asesinos silenciosos. Únanse, campesinos, padres de familia. Gracias.
You know what they recently did? They recently did a study, and they said the surge of Parkinson's disease amongst farm workers has skyrocketed.
Really?
Have you seen that? Where Parkinson's es cuando they empiezan a
It's a
temblar.
neurological problem.
If they're in the fields and all those pesticides, I just don't know why, we can't just wave a magic wand and just fix it. You know what I mean? Just get it right. I understand we got to clean vegetables. I guess that's the thought. I understand we got
Stop
to
money first.
keep bugs away. I understand we got to keep bugs away or else they can't sell the product. And for us, it's billions of dollars.
No,
Support-
people grow their food in their backyards and they don't put all the pesticides, but it's a lot more work to keep things organic and to be able to grow it slowly. It's not going to grow as fast. It's not going to last as long. But
I know who does that.
It's about money.
One of my pastors does that. My brother Ephraim, Pastor Ephraim Valverde.
Well, our
He
grandparents,
grows
they
his
produce
own.
their own.
Well, he said he's growing his own because you never know.
Yeah,
the
there's
end of
people
the
like that.
apocalypse, the Armageddon. They shut down the stores. We can't buy food. Or
Oh, he's one of those.
He
Yeah.
was kind of getting a little deep. Kind of a little bit deep there. And I was like, it's not a bad idea to grow your own food. You'll be self-sufficient.
Yeah. But I mean, where are we going to grow it? You know, we live in the city and we work 9 to 5. We work, you know, if we have children. And
Not if you're a pastor. No.
Yeah, I guess.
shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
but some
shit.
people have a passion for it.
Yeah,
so
not if you're a
sometimes we make
pastor.
excuses.
The gospel of prosperity. The
But
gospel of
it's-
prosperity.
Yeah,
No,
sometimes
stop
we make
already. 5-story house, Rolls Royce. No, not the kid.
Didn't you have
He's a humble guy.
Danny Munoz on your podcast?
Yeah, one time.
Okay, so
Yeah.
he updates me on a lot of this information because I see him. He goes to a lot of the city council meetings, and he's been talking recently about they
Yeah.
have these air monitoring systems around this area, and so it monitors the quality of the not like the quality of the air like they do in the Central Valley where it's like not exactly sure, but this monitors specifically for pesticides.
Yeah.
So it's monitoring, and so he'll be saying like, "Why aren't you guys spending money on that instead of
Yeah.
other things that
Of
the
course,
city might be?" Yeah.
of course. That's been
So
going on
he
since
goes
the
hard
beginning
on
of
it.
time. Yeah, like Tupac said, they have money for wars but can't feed the poor.
Yeah, and wars brings money.
It's like immigration, which we might touch on tonight. You know what I mean? Why is there only like 10 immigration judges in every state?
It's nothing.
10
Yeah,
in
for
every state. There needs to be hundreds in every
Right.
state, but they're not allocating money. Why? Because I don't know.
The Wagners subscribe to the channel.
Yep.
Shout out to the new subscriber for subscribing. I appreciate you, cabron. But anyways, going back to this right here, it's true. This hits us close to home. There has to be a way. It's 2026, technology or just human, right? Us putting our heads together. We got to come up with a way where we don't have to put all kinds of Ajax and polvo all over the plants and put them all over by where they get close to the farm workers because they're getting sick. And the farm workers are going to be there, like they're going to retire as farm workers. You know what I mean? They're the only ones. I never seen anyone else do the work. It's funny people say that, right? Like I never seen any güeros out
Absolutely
there. I
not.
never seen any Africanos, Morenos out there. I never seen Chinos out there. They're going to be out there. They're going to make a
Hey,
career.
there's
out of it.
Matsui.
Who's
Mr.
that?
Matsui, Andy Matsui. Yeah, no, I'm serious.
She's talking about someone we don't know. Now you got to explain yourself.
You don't know
'cause
who
you don't
Andy
just bring
Matsui.
up.
Google him.
Don't
No, I'm
just
not
bring up the
telling you
name.
guys. Google it.
I'll bring him up right now. I'll bring him up on Google.
Google Andy Matsui.
Okay, so he's Asian farm worker. I'm assuming.
Japanese.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
It has this little castle in Carmel Valley.
Okay.
Wait, and he be like actually with the lettuce knife.
He
and-
started orchid business. He's the biggest orchid owner in
in Carmel Valley.
all this area, probably further.
Yeah. Good stuff. Okay,
Oh,
I
he
thought
has
he's.
that orchid farm on Carmel Valley Road.
Well,
Where people
his
go?
house is over there. I don't know where the farms
Oh,
are,
okay.
but he's one of the largest, if probably one of the few.
Yeah, because we went picking flowers out there one time. Oh man, they were expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Somewhere in Carmel Valley.
Carmel,
It was just I mean, like,
Carmel
we're cutting
flowers,
flowers.
by a scenic
He
road.
didn't like Chavez, by the way.
He didn't like Charles.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if we're gonna get into
You know
that.
what?
I know.
My mom's dad, he was a manager, and he didn't either. But at the end, he did come around to him.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's
but
right,
my dad
cabrón.
he was in March with them.
That's right. All right, so we got a popular Iger
Matsui.
over here, Miss Flor, and she has something to say about the pesticides. Let's go ahead and hear her out. What La Chicana Flor
Now, I
has
want
to
to talk
say.
to two different people at the same time. To the mom in Ohio who's scared about what's in her kid's cereal, who's scared about what's in her family's food. I see you. Your fear is real, and you're right. To the farm worker that lives in Salinas, who keeps coming home, smelling like chemicals every single day, I see you. Your fear is real, and you're right. And what connects you both? The same chemical, the same company, the same fight. Glyphosate, the main ingredient in Roundup, has been known to be linked to cancer. The white suburban mom found this out from a wellness influencer. Okay, the farm worker found this out when his coworker got diagnosed. Bayer has paid over $10 billion to over 160,000 people who were able to sue. Mind you, farm workers don't have those type of resources to sue. And now they want a law that ends all of that. No more lawsuits, no accountability, no warning labels. And if they win this at the Supreme Court this upcoming week, and if the Farm Bill passes with their language, the company that poisoned people in two completely different zip codes with two completely different lifestyles walks away clean. I work with farm workers every single day. I used to be a child laborer at 14 years old here in California. I love to go to the farmers markets. I love to shop organically. I feel like I'm at the intersection of two completely different worlds. And I feel a big responsibility in uniting those worlds. Because there's only one way we can win this fight. It's the same poison, it's just different zip codes. The only way we can win this fight is united. UNITED. United.
She's got a point.
Right,
Yep,
man.
she does
Shout
have a
out
point.
to Flor. Shout out to her. She's out of San Jose. She's definitely an advocate, like for everything. She's at meetings. She's with the farm workers. I actually think she probably works or in ag or something like that because I see her all the time in ag fields. And she's standing up and trying to and fighting, not trying to, but fighting for the farm workers. So shout out to her.
Good for her for being proactive.
Yeah. At the end of the day, what sucks, and let's just keep it a buck, man, is friends help friends. And so whenever they want to sweep something under the carpet, round up, we'll do a little Christmas kickback check to the judges, the lawyers, the politicians.
Influence them.
Sweep it under the carpet, and it sucks. It's sad. Like, we can't get no major change unless, like she said, we unite. And when she means we unite is the brown raza, we just go at each other's throats more than any other raza. But there needs to be certain points that we unite. Like to remove pesticides from our food. Gente, that's like an RFK thing. We need to pinche unite on that front across any kind of lines, right? Color lines, political lines. We need to unite. But will it happen? I don't know. They did end up passing some legislation, though. They passed some legislation. I follow Ana Luna out of Florida, and she's going to bat on pesticide legislation. And at least we're uniting for that, right? I mean, I say that's good. That's definitely a good thing. But everything else, oh, man, we seem to be at each other's throats, and we can't just get on the same page. So, but shout out to Florida. At least she's putting where the rubber meets the road. You know what I mean? It seems like when I came on here, and I tell the people what I do, civic activity, get juvenile hall, this and that, you know what I mean? People were talking shit. Yeah, all of a sudden people were like, I'm browner than you, I'm downer than you, I do more shit for the raza than you ain't shit and all this other stuff. And I'm like, well, you do you. I'm going to do me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I advocate for certain things. I need to step up more for pesticides because, damn, we got a huge group of farm workers over here. And to be honest, most of the farm workers over here in Monterey County, they're not tripping on the immigration thing. Most of them have been here for 30, 40 years. They're already like set. Like their families are here. They've gotten their papers. They've, either their kids give them papers or some shit.
Because they're part of the economy, at least in this area. It's recognized.
It's huge.
Yeah, it's
huge part of
it. And so they're getting jobs. It's been like this for, braceros.
Yeah.
And I think, like you said, Chavez didn't like the braceros, but it's illegal immigrant, whatever. But yeah.
Did you ever see?
But if you go to those, invite me because I want to be more informed.
Yeah.
I find that very interesting.
I don't go as
health
much
is
as I need to.
me.
I want to go to the one that Carol sent me, the gang conference. Right?
The My Life story.
Do they just keep changing the name of it? Because wasn't it Monterey County Gang? And how many times have they changed the name of that sucker?
So let me tell you a little story.
Go ahead, story time.
I'm just kidding. Story time.
Story time. Let me put it on the camera. Here we go. Let's go a little bit bigger now.
So it was originally one of the founders wanted it and called it the Monterey County it was a gang conference. Yeah, Monterey County. Because there was a LA one that would happen every year in May. People from all over the United States would come. And one of the founders was like, Monterey County needs their own. So that's how it started. And then one of the founders left, moved away. And then the different people took over it. So they changed the name.
Oh, okay.
The name has changed.
Kind of like a rebrand.
Yeah, because I think people were kind of like, well, the word gang shouldn't be in there. And, it's the stigma. There's a But that's the audience. And that's, the people that work with that population, right?
Yeah. So it used to be called the gang. And what is it
Monterey
called?
County. Now it's called the
Action, alliance, violence, some politically correct term that doesn't offend it. If it's gang, is gang. I know people kind of overdo it. Like at Victory Outreach, they call Victory Outreach the Cholo Church. That's not right.
That's the term.
That's not right. You know, they're trying to change. Don't call Victory Outreach the Cholo Church. You know?
But
My brother-in-law would say that.
Everybody calls it that. I mean, that's what it is, but who cares?
Because my brother-in-law had a house on
That's the
Carriage.
population they serve.
And Carriage and Countryside was right behind the Victory Outreach.
Yeah.
And he would be like, the Cholo Church. The Cholo Church.
Yeah. And it's on San Juan Road too.
Yeah.
But it's not. It's also for people that have dealt with drugs, probably domestic violence. Because my brother-in-law, he was a drug addict. He was not a gang member.
Yeah.
And then he you know,
those were his demons he was battling.
Yeah.
Fuck, we all got
To do with
demons.
gangs. You didn't care about gangs.
Pa-
If
Yeah,
it's not
Pastor
that,
Herb,
it's
Pastor
un
Herb,
vicio.
yeah.
If it's not un
Drugs.
vicio, it's something. You know, we can get totally consumed by certain
he became
shit
a
like that.
pastor. It helped him so much.
Oh, he got out of it. Oh, that's a powerful one.
No,
you know?
he's still part of the organization.
Pastor Herb passed away. He was. You remember Pastor Herb?
Yeah, I remember. I worked with.
crazy,
I worked with a
man.
lot. I worked with a lot of those guys. I was the only female on the team,
Yeah.
and
let us
most
know,
of them
Carol.
were from
I'd love
Victory
to go
Outreach.
there.
Yeah.
Attend that.
You were at the Cholo
Yeah.
Church?
Well, we were. They were my coworkers. They were my
What is it?
coworkers.
The gang conference?
The conference,
Yes.
so it's
June
June
12th.
12th. Yes.
And so it's at risk.
Sherwood Hall.
It's for
Changes,
people
or-
that work with youth. So it's a trauma-informed conference. So what they do is they have panelists that are speaking on lived experience. So you have parents, you have youth. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to just mentor the next generation. You know,
But
that's what
so
it is.
it's the young folks pretty much training the professionals through their stories.
Yeah.
So you're hearing it not from a book, not through some professor that went to college and studied. It's like people with live experience are pretty much telling you their stories in hopes of you.
And they're all similar.
To help
all these
you
are
on a
Chicano
professional
stories
level, yeah.
of growing up in the hood and all that. Because I went to one at the Boys and Girls Club.
Yeah, I was there.
Okay,
Yeah,
and
they
they
stopped
were going
doing it
hard. They
after
were
I
like-
moved.
To the
Yeah.
channel.
All the cholos were up.
Yeah.
Well, I don't want to say the cholos, but you know, they were like 10 years,
Well, we had a
15,
parole
20 years. I
agent
was
up
like,
there. Yeah. We had that
Diana
mock
Suarez
cell.
subscribed
We did
to
a
the
really
channel.
good job. I had Danny up there.
Shout out to the new subscriber. Appreciate
Hey,
you, cabrón. Shout out
who
to
is
the
a new subscriber?
I don't know. It said it out loud.
Better be somebody I know.
You know, talking about that.
Go ahead.
Today, when I took my daughter to school, as soon as I was dropping her off, we noticed the bulletin board. You know, the one where it says the
Electronic?
weather. Yeah, the electronic one
Yeah.
where it says the weather. What's the events that are coming up? It was all tagged up with some gang graffiti. And
Where?
my daughter was just like, oh look, Dad. And there was a custodian trying to clean
It's
it
probably
up.
in the
up,
93905.
Yeah.
They're
And so
probably in
they're-
the 93905 zip
and I was
code.
just like, oh man, this
Shit.
guy. And they put some gang graffiti, and I'm like, and so
Yeah.
I seen he was able to get some of it, you know, off. But
Yeah,
it was
they got
those smudge,
sprays.
and I'm
We
just
were
like,
just talking about
so
that in a
unfortunate
meeting
that
recently. Yeah.
They don't respect the school,
Yeah.
and so
Yeah, but I tell you what, though, and I said this when Cesar Chavez, the whole scandalo came out with Cesar Chavez and all that stuff. I don't know if we're gonna get into that tonight, but because we got into it a lot already. It's actually a whole episode. I did a solo episode on that. I was like, people said I was hot red and yelling for
because, I
2
mean,
hours,
well,
and I don't even
again,
remember.
why does the world I mean, you're bring down a fucking man who's did a lot of work for people for so many years, and then you want to fucking bash him for like 24 hours or so, and then fucking forget about it? Like that's some bullshit too.
And you know how many messages I got? Oh, Carol ain't for women. She
Oh,
should
give a-
believe all women.
Yeah.
All my DMs, I'm like, believe all what? Again, you were just about facts. But
Absolutely not.
what I was talking about was murals. People were they were trending with the murals of Cesar Chavez. So it was like, and I'm not going to say the page. It has the name Chicano in it. They follow me. I follow them. We don't always have to disagree. That's fine. As long as we're mature enough to have a civil conversation and
Absolutely.
we believe in advancing the people and trying to help and elevate the
I'm
people.
a fan of Dolores Huerta too.
But there was one page that I was kind of a little disappointed with, this IG page. I'm going to tell you the truth. I was a little disappointed, and they wanted to make a purposeful video of someone rolling the paint over his face and look, and you know.
Yeah.
And they got a big page, and they actually do a lot of good for the community. They have pop-ups, they have backpack drives, turkey giveaways, blanket drives in the winter. They do a lot of good. I just thought, you know what? It's a shame because of everything we talked about already. We don't mean to rehash everything, but here, if you would have gotten caught rolling some paint over one of these farm workers' murals by the bridge, it would have been all bad because it runs real deep for us.
Yeah.
Like it's personal.
Yeah.
It may be not personal for everyone that's on the internet.
I
it's
think
personal for us.
Fresno, I mean, you know a little bit about Fresno. They actually already changed the name of Fresno.
Well, they had just changed the name. They literally had just fucking changed the name, and they re-changed it again. Right. And people were already mad. Like, people didn't even want it to. Yeah.
Because
I seen that.
I know, like the school in Salinas, Cesar Chavez School, they still haven't changed it, and they're considering it.
That's on
But
Sanborn?
at least it wasn't something that they did right away.
No, it's behind LSL on Moreno, that area somewhere.
Eagle Drive, right?
Yeah, like
behind Eagle Drive,
off
Raven
of,
Drive.
The newer homes on the
New
east side.
Montebella?
It's
no, the other end of
it's
Montebella.
New Salinas.
You're talking about New, cabrón. I know every street.
But you know, newer,
Raven
like in the 90s.
Cougar, you know, like Cougar.
Cougar.
Drive, right?
No,
Yeah,
give me
yeah.
a neighborhood.
No.
Don't give me a street name. Give me a neighborhood it's by. Or,
What is
or
fucking
That's it.
Elkington?
fucking
Behind
McDonald-
Elkington?
Okay.
Like, the newer
I know where you're
homes
at.
in that
Behind
area.
Elkington.
What's that street? I can't even remember. What is
Well, that's
that?
Sanborn and Baranda. So
Yeah,
that's over there by like
Veranda,
the food for
Sanborn,
less.
Freedom Parkway. There you go. Freedom.
Okay. Alpha Freedom.
Those aren't new houses. Those houses.
Well,
have
they're
been on-
newer compared to
compared
fucking
to, like,
John Street and LSL.
I mean, I do remember. We all remember. Us three remember when it was all mud.
Yeah.
Constitution was
yeah.
all mud. Everything around Natividad and the jail was all mud. Going way, way back then, all the way back to the 90s. Speaking of that, I spoke to some blasts from the past today. I want to give a shout out to them because I told them I would. Shout out to Mondes. Shout out to you, cabron. He's doing real good. I like to give praise reports because these are people like us. You know what I mean? We're like fucking ex-thug fucking survivors right here. You know what I mean?
He was a good friend of mine.
We're like, well, survivors could be like looked at like we're on the defense and all that.
Yeah.
But again, Mondes, you know, we got some stories we'll never fucking tell on the internet. That's for sure. Bullets flying by our heads and crazy shit like that. But he's doing so good. I think he did like almost 20 years.
I have a lot of good memories with him.
He did almost 20 years. So he might pop up on Chicano Street, you guys. There might be new foods unlocked over here all the time.
I'd love to see
And
one.
then another blast from the past that I talked to today was Skeletor. Shout out to him, cabrón. Skeletor all the time. This guy right here, man. He was just...
Yeah.
All I remember Skeletor from back in the day, eat, sleep, and breathe party. He woke up from a party talking about another party.
He's still
that
the same
night.
way.
Party in the morning, party at night, party in the morning. So I talked to him, and again, these are people because we're just joking around about being survivors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bullets flying by our heads.
Yeah.
And he's another one. So hey, congratulations. He's home as well. 15 years.
He's doing really good.
I mean, like, fuck, man. It don't take that many years staring at a wall. You know what I mean? It's just, how many years does it take? I tell the youngsters all the time, it'll take about 5 or 10. You know what I mean? Sit on the throne, be Tony Montana. But then you're going to find out, this is what I tell the youngsters, then you're going to find out it's chess. It's not checkers. Because remember I was talking to you about Sean? His son got 2 life sentences and he wasn't even 21. Wasn't even old enough to buy a pinche beer. And I got about 4 or 5 letters. I've been meaning to do like a video on them of people that sent me their stories, man. All these youngsters.
Sean was probably a teen dad.
I know, for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think
He was
so.
having a kid. I remember him having a girlfriend since
yeah.
forever.
Well, I was a teen uncle. We're going back to teens already because
Oh,
we got
okay.
Carol Deza.
Yeah, I mean,
that's
I
right.
think, you know,
I was a
the
teen
teens-
uncle.
But I remember, I remember Sean. You know, he was probably a few years older than us, and he had kids.
Yeah.
He had a
But he
little
was
boy.
a down-ass fucking fool. That's all.
Oh.
Down-ass fucking fool. I'll tell you that. And you know what? If we think about it, though, we didn't give our kids a chance to do anything else because the kids are going to do what they see, right? It's a miracle by the grace of God if we're able to break the cycle and be like, you know what? Like me, one of my worst fears was, you know what? I'm going to have to relive all the shit I did through one of my kids. And I just get on my knees, I pray to God, and I'm like, I'm not even deserving of the kids that I have. They're all, si voy a presumir algo, güey, I'm not gonna brag and boast about fucking houses and money and cars and none of that shit. If I'm gonna presumir and boast about something, I'm gonna boast about my kids. Because they make me the most proud. And so they're all studious, bookworms, and working in college and all that stuff. But anyways, that right there was crazy. It's just one example of what the youngsters can do. But anyways, you were joking around. We're survivors. We're survivors.
Yeah,
amiga.
no, well, on that subject, actually,
Absolutely,
I was with
we
my
are.
son yesterday. But people ask me, because I've been obviously talking more about being a teen mom
Sí.
and in the juvenile justice system.
See,
And well,
I see you
what is
posted your
son?
ID.
Yeah. What is your son up to? I already know what they mean. Like, fuck, is your son a gang member?
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
but he's not. And I'm
Doesn't look
like,
it.
yeah, no, absolutely not. But he has every excuse to be that way, because he's seen that shit growing up for the first
That's
7
true.
years of his life.
That's true.
So he literally, if he has every excuse because that's what he was exposed to, raids, fucking. I was taking him in a YA to see my brother. He was going to visit me in the juvenile hall and the youth center. Right. Like, I have pictures of my son always in red, always in Niners, at the YA with my brother. Like,
went down that path.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, his whole first 7 years of his life, that's how I raised him, or at least when he was with me and his dad. We have pictures on purpose of him that way.
Yeah.
So today he's like, little Hobby Lobby worker with his little Hobby Lobby shirt
So
where he
proud of him.
coaches
No,
at
he's
the
got
city.
a great heart.
Yeah, he does.
got a
He
good
has
heart.
such a good heart, my baby. So yes, I'm like, that's all you want to do with your life? He's like, I'm good. I'm like, all right,
No, you don't
cool.
wanna
I'm
be
just
worried
happy
about
you're
that.
not in fucking, you're not.
He's content.
Yes.
Very content.
Yes. Such a good heart. And I'm like, you know what? I'm cool with it. I'm going to leave him alone.
He
Fuck
sat
it.
at the table at the gala.
Oh, that's right. Yes.
I think we had the best table.
Yeah,
I don't want to say there was like 40, 50 tables or whatever.
Damn, I was sitting
the
in
best
front of
table.
a plate and I did not eat. And I
You're
kept,
on cloud
Well,
nine.
that's
I
what
kept,
happens when you're hosting.
I know, but I was
Yeah.
You're on cloud
drinking
nine.
and drinking. Even my
Oh,
son's
okay,
like,
it's gonna
Mom,
get
you
quick.
need to eat.
Yeah.
He literally, you know how many people took my
Your
beer
adrenaline
away? I'm
just-
like, give me my beer back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's all good.
I
I've
can't
done
stop
for you.
thinking about that plate, no.
No, but
Because you're
and
a
then
good host. You're a
and
good
then you
host.
danced at the end of the night solo. I saw the solo video where you're dancing with Chicano.
No, that was at
All-Stars.
the
I've seen that, I've
beginning.
seen
that. Oh, that was the beginning?
You didn't see
Oh, I
that.
thought that was like a
I was dancing the whole
nightcap.
time in the hallway because it was dinner time. But
You're
I was not gonna. I could. There's no way I could not dance to that music.
Yeah. You know who told me que saludarte? I saw him at church last Sunday. Gordo. You know Gordo? Gordo, I think he's Gordo Sandoval.
Oh yes, my son's uncle. So
Okay.
his mom Nena.
Shout out to him.
Yeah, that's Nena.
Shout out to Gordo.
So Nena was
He
at your
said, tell
table.
her I said hi. He wanted me to tell you.
okay,
que
Gordo,
saludarte.
yeah.
Because
Gordo.
he watches the channel. Gordo.
Oh, okay. I didn't know.
Yeah, and he
What's
goes
up,
to church.
Gordo? Yeah, that's my
Goes to
son's
church.
Nino. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's
Gordo
what it is.
baptized my son. Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
doing good too. Siempre
Yeah.
abrazo. I always stay after church talking to him. But anyways.
Yeah,
it's
him and
crazy.
Becky, right? Him and his wife Becky.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
Becky. Yeah.
Shout out to them, man.
Yeah,
That's
they see me
Celebration
in my
Church.
crazy days. Yeah.
Celebration
Yeah.
Church. I go to 2 churches. I go between Celebration. Well, I run the live stream over there.
Oh, okay. I didn't know
Celebration,
that.
and I also go to the Apostolic Church that's on
Williams?
Pajaro.
Oh, Pajaro.
No, Pajaro and Gavilan.
Which
They're
one's
the
that
one that
one?
have the private school. They have the private school,
Oh,
Pajaro
yeah,
and
yeah,
Gavilan.
yeah.
It's a small private school, but it's because people don't want to put their kids
Yeah,
around fucking
no,
craziness.
yeah.
When
My
you- when
cousins
you-
have one.
Yeah.
When he mentioned Pajaro, remember Mr. Perez, the probation officer?
Oh,
Yeah,
Al
you remember
Perez.
Al Perez, yes.
Oh, man. He put me on blast.
Yeah.
I told
And then
that
he
story.
He was always be at that church. And then one time I was riding my bike and I was
He
on
was your
probation.
PO.
He was my PO.
He wasn't
and I was
mine.
juvenile. I was just, I was a kid and I'm riding my bike and then I had a friend with me and then he seen me and then, he'll talk to me. He'd be like, "Oh, Ray, you're not supposed to be doing this." He was like a really like.
So it helped.
He was trying to help.
Yeah, he's being a mentor, a good
He was
mentor.
a very
yeah.
good mentor. I got to give it to him.
You know what? I never
Can you
told
tell
you.
him what you're doing with your life today if he's listening? No.
No, but I would. This other guy that was a counselor at Hartnell.
His 2 brothers go there. They all have the same faces.
Oh, there
I
are.
see them.
They're
I
probation
just saw him
officers?
last night. His 2 brothers. I saw his 2 brothers last night.
Younger
no,
brothers?
No, they're not in probation. One of them works for like KSBW. He's a camera guy.
Oh,
and the
is
other
that
guy's like a
AJ?
AJ
AJ
no,
or
I'm talking
no?
about Adam and Danny. They're
Oh, okay.
brother
First
Al's. Al.
Albert
Perez. No, I'm talking about your PO.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Perez.
his brothers go to the church with me.
Yeah. He'll
I
wear
kinda
the
rotate.
cowboy
I go
boots,
Sunday,
very
Wednesday.
Western, guy. But
You know what I never told you? One time he came up to my fucking door in juvenile hall. That guy. He goes, "Hey, you're hanging out with Morales, huh? And this and this and that." And I'm looking at him
He's
like,
like, keep
"Vete
away
la
from him."
chingada, what the fuck am I gotta tell you? Hanging out with Morales and all that. And I'm like, you know what I mean? I remember one time. Yeah. He's a good guy. But what I didn't like was I was just married with my wife, right? And we're there. And I went to church. I'm trying to change. I'm trying to change my life. You know, here I am a cholo, you know, I'm moonlighting, right? I'm a moonlighting cholo by night, and I'm trying to be good. I'm married. And then he goes, I know you from somewhere. And I was like, oh, this fucking guy. I was around, most of my wife's family went to church. I was like, that church, I was like, no, don't say anything. And he didn't say anything. And the next service, he was right there. The next service, he goes, I know where I remember you. I work for probation. And I was like,
oh, he was a smart man, intelligent.
He was the one that would be at the probation school, at the portable, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he was the portable
I went there for a few
PO
months.
that would take you in. Yeah, he was never mine. He was never mine.
Yeah,
I mostly had Steve Wilson and other ones like that. You know what I mean? Speaking of that. But anyways, I saw you post your ID too. I like that. What I like about you, Carol, is you're unapologetically you. Because I've seen you post stuff online, and I've seen people tell you, oh, you know, maybe you shouldn't post that, or
I get
you know,
told that all the time.
You get told that all the time?
Even
I
about the
respect
podcast.
that because I don't, you know.
Yeah.
I hold back, but
You do?
if you
I
have
don't
a
hold back.
If you have a conversation with me in person,
Yeah.
like I'll let you know.
I'm a fucking
But-
thug. I don't
Yeah, no,
care.
that's
I'm
good.
just
Good
kidding.
for you.
That's why they call her Little Loca.
Yeah.
That's why they call her Little Loca. You know who Loca is? You Loca,
oh,
the
yeah.
ring girl
Yes,
from
yes,
CCS,
yes,
from the
yes.
series of
I
fighting.
need to meet her. I tried looking her up, but on Instagram, but I couldn't find it.
Oh my-
What's her?
You
Send me
should
her
have just
Instagram.
told me. I'll send you
No,
her
I don't know. I was
profile.
like, yeah, send it to me, please.
She's
She
the
seems like a cool
co-host,
girl.
like you are for Chicano Tube, Chicano Street. She's the co-host for Hood Stocks
Oh, okay.
YouTube
Well,
channel.
I don't know that world. I'm learning
Shout out
about
to
that.
Hood
This
Stocks.
world. Send it to me.
Shout out to
Send me her
Lucky. Shout out to Hood
profile.
Stocks.
I like to watch
Shout out to everyone over there, all the gentlemen. D Hood Star. Shout out to Rick Droops, Casey. That's it's the biggest podcast in LA. It was the biggest Raza one. They have
Got
over
it.
200,000 subscribers.
Okay.
200,000.
Why? Because Lucky's been known to crash out, get drunk.
Yeah.
He told Lefty Gunplay on his show, well, let's run a fade, fool.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
And he took off his shirt and
Yeah, I seen that.
le
Okay,
vale
yeah, no, we're
madre.
Monterey County. We're a little more sophisticated. No.
Stop already, stop already. That's right. The Alisal District is in the house. This is really what it is. This is just a kickback. Us from the Alisal, the 93905. We're doing our thing. We're putting our footprint down. So shout out to us, man. But anyways, I like that you're unapologetically you.
Thank you.
Because I think people gravitate
down.
toward that.
Absolutely.
I understand what you mean too, Ray, as far as like, oh, we gotta, watch what you say, all that. Well, yeah, especially if you have a professional or something like that, right? But Carol's like a nonprofit.
No,
She's
no,
like the
it's
fucking
just-
jefa, la patrona, la reina del sur.
which is worse. No.
No,
Le
no.
vale, but people are attracted to that.
Yeah. And I just, if I know you personally, we'll have that conversation. But just blat it out and this and that. And
What's up,
just- it's
Debo
not
Him?
really-
You
Damn,
have
got
more
the ID.
self-control than
See,
Carol
ID on
does.
there. That's right. Shout out to West Coast. West Coast is in the casa. Shout out to Small.
Let's
That's
see
right,
who's
man.
on those comments. My crush should be watching.
Oh, shit. I didn't see anyone at the gala. I was thinking.
Oh, that I was gonna have a date.
I was thinking.
Yeah, I get asked that a lot.
It's just keep it private. You don't have to. People aren't private enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The internet is not everything
Especially
on the
when
internet.
you're new,
Yeah,
it's a new
yeah.
relationship or something.
Me, I put it all out there. Me vale madre. I'm gonna
You get
live
married.
till my
Yeah, I was
last
gonna say,
breath.
you better put your wife up
Until
there.
my last, till my last
you're
breath.
You're sleeping in the doghouse if you don't.
Yeah, last breath. I'm putting everything. Oh, the wife was so happy with the gala. She was like, she told me like this. She was like, I'm
That's
so
good.
happy I went. Next
Yeah,
year,
I
I
had
want
to
to see
work.
you
I
and the
had to
wifey.
work, yeah.
You did?
We're looking
Yeah.
for a spot. I reached out to a place, waiting for a response. So we're already
It's gonna be
starting for our
sponsor-
next
I'll
one.
be a sponsor for you guys.
Yeah.
because
Is it?
I love that.
Is it growing like the? Or are you trying to get a bigger place?
Yeah, yeah. One
got
that already.
packed out, huh?
I originally already wanted that, but again, I think some people is like, calm down, Carol.
Wait,
You're not
wasn't it-
there yet.
At Rancho Cielo?
We had at Rancho
Yeah,
Cielo.
the Boys
Beautiful
Ranch.
place.
It is beautiful. Yes,
what more
absolutely.
bigger do you want?
Shout out to Gary
Well, it's
Vincent.
'cause-
Yeah, our
it's because
sponsor.
she had to add seating. It like got to the tickets sold out,
Yeah.
and she was like,
Yeah, we added
She kept
seating.
posting, and I
I've been
kept
there. Yeah,
reposting.
it's nice.
Yeah,
The
it's
Taylor
beautiful.
building. Yeah, that's
yeah.
the new
We
one.
had at the TED.
Oh, okay. Oh, I've never been in there.
Yeah, no,
The
no. That's
Taylor
the
building.
first
I've done it
event.
outside.
That's the first event they've ever had in that space like that.
Oh,
So
we had a
Peter
company party and
Casavan,
it was outside.
actually, he was the architect for that.
Close that back
So
door.
it was a
Okay, when you
beautiful
go
thing.
outside.
It was a beautiful thing for him too to see. Like he did the layout for that. He's an architect for that.
Oh,
And to
yeah,
see a
yeah.
gala, that's another reason why he was there. Because for him, it was like pride and joy too. Like, look at the building that I created being used for different purposes.
Well, you know what? Let's spin off of that a little bit,
yeah.
you guys. Hey, shout out to West Coast Debo Hemp. Shout out to Schmo, everyone. Whether love us, hate us, we're here to fucking stay. We ain't going nowhere.
We got salad bowl fields. We don't got strawberry fields.
District. This is the 831. So chale con tu pinche pedos. Ustedes. Speaking of that one, let's talk about the controversial Alisal sign.
Yeah,
that was
arch.
proposed.
Yeah,
that people were like, "Hey, you guys, obviously the Alisal has a lot of history. We were actually annexed over to the city because we were our own community at one point. A lot of people didn't know the whole history, so we were annexed over after. It's kind of like when the United States annexed Puerto Rico. You just get a lot more benefits and being part of the territory or whatever. For whatever the reason was, we got annexed, but the Alisal district. I was disappointed in a couple city council people and a couple supervisors when just because of noise, there's always going to be noise. You're never going to be able to please anyone. But just because of noise, they said, you know what? Shut down the Alisal sign. It's too controversial. So you're not expecting backlash if you're a public figure? I really didn't get it. Do you think we should have got the sign, or who cares about the sign?
I mean, listen, the fucking 5 people probably that were talking shit. That's hometown pride. Like a lot of us. I mean, I'm home now, but I wasn't home. A lot of us come back home to visit. What we were gonna go straight to that fucking Alisal sign to take a picture.
A photo. Absolutely.
Like that's like fucking your hometown pride, like East Side Salinas. Like who the fuck?
Shout out to
why
Alisal.
would you take that shit away from us?
Well,
I wanted that arch. If I had the money, I would have fucking paid for that.
You know
shit
what?
on my
Honestly,
own.
I think with my our tax dollars, I would have liked to sign, but then again, there's other priorities, and that was the problem.
There's so much money, though. Like, come on. There's so much money.
Yeah, there is. There is a lot of money, and we don't know where it goes to. What I was talking about recently with somebody is that years ago, we voted this thing that passed for all these homeless people that they were going to convert those motels on East Salinas, like on Sanborn by Fairview. And there's like 2 or 3 of them right there.
Okay.
They've been boarded up. They haven't done anything with them. The money got lost. They're not. It was supposed to be temporary housing.
So the ones across the street are open. I've seen the fake video going around.
No, they're not. I drive by there all the time. There's a.
The ones on Fairview next to 7-Eleven.
Oh, those are open. Yes.
Yes.
But
thank
the ones
you.
across the street.
Yeah, but again, we don't know the story. There's somebody making a video showing the one that shut down. The one across the street's already open. Again, like we don't know the whole plan. Yes.
That one is, but the other bigger one that's right by the gas station.
The Econo Lodge.
Is that the Chicano Lodge? It's been boarded up for years, and so that was supposed to be, temporary housing for
transitional
for homeless.
people. Okay,
try to help the homeless. They weren't going to be able to use drugs. They were supposed to be clean, and it never happened. And what I hear, I don't know if it's facts, is that the contractors that had that project, they ended up going bankrupt, and they paid them
ran out
up
of
front,
money,
and the money's gone.
Ran out of money. They ran out. They're like the bullet train ran out of money. Damn, that's crazy.
It's crazy. So it's just like the city just got robbed. We pay all these taxes because our taxes are not cheap.
Yeah. But again, it's like, okay, fix the roads, fix the schools, fix the streets.
But I was down with the sign.
Crime. I was down with the fucking sign.
I was down with the sign.
I was 100. I was like, put that sign up there.
Put that motherfucking sign
Put
up.
that shit up there. Let's take our flicks. Let's put the lowriders in the front.
You'll have the Northerners and
This
the
is a-
Southerners.
Yeah,
no?
for sure.
I don't know about that. Not at the same time.
Not at the same time,
Not at the
but
same
you know
time.
what I mean? Hometown pride.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
have everybody up there.
Yeah.
Hookers.
And the hookers.
Yeah,
shit.
because it was going to be on Kern Street, right?
Yeah,
Was
it was.
Yes.
There este pinche. That's the In and Out, cabrón.
Yeah,
You know
it's
what I mean?
In and Out, yeah.
That's where
Kern
the
is
media
In-N-Out.
is.
Yeah.
It was gonna be over Los Arcos, where that is, the Second Chance and Patos. We used to call that back in the day, Patos. I don't know where I got that name. That little liquor store across from
Yeah.
Second Chance.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
The
The
market with
Wendy's was across
Yeah.
the street.
Burritos?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Wendy's.
the big
Remember
That's
the
what
Wendy's?
it was called, no?
What?
Was that it?
Patos?
Yeah,
No,
something
it was
like
called
that.
Patos back in
Yeah.
the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
remember
remember
getting the
that.
big burritos.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the burritos.
Yeah.
My aunt made the burrito. She still does actually work there.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah, you know who came home? Another one came. I don't know if you remember him. Do you remember Tino? Alegre.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, he knocked off the fucking Church's Chicken a long time ago, right there next, which was the Starbucks.
okay,
Right, it was Church's Chicken one time.
Yeah, that's right.
It was Wendy's or some shit. He knocked it off, got like 2 to 4, and ended up doing like 20 something.
Yeah. Isaac Alegre, man. He's
with
online.
Tina, and Tina was working at Food Co. And when he paroled, she moved with them. I don't want to put all their business out there, but he's a close friend of mine, man. We were best friends for like 3 or 4 years. I'm glad. Congratulations to you, man. Make a home, live your life.
Of course, I remember.
Make the rest of it the best of
course
it.
I remember.
You know what I mean? Make the rest of your life the best of your life, because we all got fucking crazy stories like that, man. She was laughing. Carol was laughing when I said
No, that's why I
survivors.
love
We're
living over here,
survivors.
because I went into friends that
We
I've
are
known
survivors.
since I was a kid. I mean,
Yeah.
I went into people that I grew up in Rwanda,
Yeah.
Laurelwood,
Yeah.
and just all over town.
Yeah. I know.
Because I don't make friends
You were
recently.
a fucking drifter. You're
I
all
was a
over
drifter.
town.
I was always everywhere. I would ride my bike. I would walk, and then eventually I learned how to do the bus.
You
And
know what? SB260.
my mom would drop me off.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
she'd be like,
Shout out
"Oh,
to
drop me
moms.
off and stuff."
Shout
and
out to
then-
moms, man. Shout out to moms. Shout out to moms and pops, man. Shout
Yeah,
out to
I would tell
Ahumada.
mom,
Shout out to the
"Drop me
Morales
off
family.
here," and that's how I was. You know.
Yeah, that's what it
And
was.
you would walk too. I mean, walking 2-3 miles back then, it
Was
nothing.
nothing.
You had all
You
day.
had,
You
to
walk
have
to
a
the
fucking
mall.
gun on you.
Yeah.
You know what I was gonna say is, yeah, that's true. That's true. But going back to that, SB260.
What's that?
SB260 was the juvenile life that got overturned that brought a lot of people
Oh
home.
yeah, what
That's
they call us monsters? That documentary. Did
There
you
you
watch
go.
it?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
You
years
haven't
ago.
watched it?
Are they from Monterey County?
No,
they're
but
from
how are
Los
you not gonna
Angeles.
watch that?
Probably because they weren't from Monterey County. I know, I'm just keeping it
No,
a buck.
they're,
You want me to
they're
keep it a
youngsters.
buck?
I think it was
At first I
mostly,
thought they
we
were
brought
from
that
Monterey
to
County.
Salinas. We brought it to Salinas.
Okay.
Yes, and you know what? A lot of my friends that got arrested when they were juveniles, they made
The
it
Prop
out.
21. Oh, so it was an overturn
Garfield.
of Prop 21. You're
Yeah.
right.
Total.
Yeah.
That's how he got out.
Yeah.
Prop 21, yeah.
Well, that's when I
lot
did
of
Carol's first interview. I had just gotten back from doing Arturo's interview.
Oh, that's
Where
right.
he was at. Well, the first one I did was
He had just gotten
Andy. I did
released.
Andy Boy. And that kind of got us a couple thousand because Andy Boy was talking about punking people and why, what did mom get us this month? And all kinds of shit and taking people's canteen and pinchy. And you know how
run into
Andy
him every
is.
now and then. Yeah,
You know how
run
Andy is. But SB260 brought a Wally. It brought
Yeah,
Wally
exactly.
home too, man.
Uh-huh.
It brought Wally home. That was
lot of
crazy.
people.
You were in an incident. I don't know if you want to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it, but it was the incident, what happened to you with Wally, because Turtle just passed
And
away
Weasel
as well.
and Turtle.
And Weasel?
Weasel
I
was
didn't know
with me.
Weasel was there? For some reason, I never heard that. I was in the youth center when that happened. What was the day and the month? If you want to talk about it.
October 16, 1998.
I was in the youth center.
Yeah.
I was in the youth center at that time. I called
1998.
home, and I don't know how it happened. Do you want to talk about that, or fuck it, just
Ask
not
some
move on?
questions,
No,
absolutely.
I'm just saying, because I believe people just see us. They see Carol, nonprofit, blowing up all over the nation. Pop-ups for teen moms. The first teen dad pop-up
Yeah,
is
oh,
coming
yeah, that's
up.
right, yes, we're
Teen
having that,
dads
yeah.
already popping
Oh,
up.
you know what? I just took my
We
daughter.
need some male mentors.
I took my daughter yesterday to the hospital because they had a barbecue.
Okay.
It's like a company party they do every once a year because it's Nurses Week.
See.
And so my daughter, she's 18. And so we're just barely pulling up and walking up there. And she goes, "Oh, look at that boy." And I says, "Oh yeah, who is he?" And she says, "Oh, we just graduated and he came out with the baby." Yeah,
that's
I'm
right.
like, damn. So to her, it was very unusual.
Yeah.
To see, a kid that's probably her same age.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that wasn't very unusual back in, when I was
Because
growing
you know
up.
who coined that phrase? It was, and we'll get back to crazy stories, but it was, who's the one that had the show? Either it was Maury, Gerard, what was it, Geraldo Rivera?
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah,
coined the phrase babies having babies. Someone coined that phrase. And isn't it?
Gangsters make little gangsters is what I've been hearing.
Yeah.
They're like, gangsters make little
And
gangsters.
you're right, because eventually they're probably going to be.
Right. Just in the life, right? Partying and blah, 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 and shit happens.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But we break that
SB260.
cycle now.
So it's because they see Carol, just advocate, mom, teen mom founder, super just community. Another thing I want to congratulate you on is congratulations on the CASP board membership.
That
is
actually happened.
huge.
Yes, thank you.
She is
That is-
on the
Tell me more
board
about it. I
of
don't know
directors. I want her to say it before we go back to 90 shit. What was
board.
that about, and why is it such a coveted position for you? Why?
So
what does it mean so much to you?
So the Community Alliance for Safety and Peace, I first heard about it in 2008 in the Californian. There was a news article that said, on this day, this time there's a community meeting about a program to help gang members get jobs. So I was in college at that time. I was working full time. I was going to college. And I fucking dipped out on my class to go to that meeting because I'm like, fuck no, I gotta go and show some love and share my story, like how important it is to have youth that are incarcerated and fucking involved in that lifestyle to give them opportunities. So I went to that meeting to share my personal story. And I remember Chief McMillan was there, Brian Contreras, all the fucking big shots. I mean, we were having, I think that year was the highest rate of youth homicides we had. I think we had
2015?
No,
2008.
2009
was the highest, but 08
was 29
but
bodies.
this was 08 going into 09. So the violence.
No, but they don't. But they only count.
They're probably domestic.
The per capita.
Yeah,
They have to be gang related.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah,
It's not domestic violence.
Yeah, the youth. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they fucking. That's what they count. Go.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, so I went just for that reason, nothing else. But then, Brian was there. And I remember I was telling them, like, I fucking dipped out on my college class to be here. And Brian's like, what are you going to school for? I'm like, to take your fucking job. And he was laughing. I was just joking, but who would have thought? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, you want to become an advocate.
Yeah,
in the community.
Because, anyway,
Good
so that was 08. And then fast forward to 2013, I ended up being the first female violence interrupter in California. So at that time, Monterey, Salinas, and Oakland was the only ones to have that money from the federal government because our youth homicides were so high. So we got this special money that only Oakland and Salinas got. So I got to be a violence interrupter. The only time we had that here in Monterey County. And
they lost funding.
Yeah. So, and then I got to go to my first cast meeting.
Okay.
So you got to remember, going back to 08, I went to go in support of CASP and what they were doing, and then to go as staff, and then become an actual CASP staff member in 2016. And then to be a board member, like that's fucking, because you're climbing the ladder, not intentionally, like that's just how it happened. So for me, it's because you're with the fucking mayor, the supervisor, the chief of police. So those positions are always on the board. They're reserved for those positions. So whoever becomes mayor, like that position is always so whoever's on that board will always serve with the chief of police, mayor, and whoever's county supervisor.
It's huge, man.
Yeah, it is.
It's huge because again, where we come from, easily we could have thrown our lives away, just been down prison walls and just do what we do, right? Making a career out of it. But instead now we're around mayors, city council people that are making a positive change. I'm telling you, we're like
and
fucking
the same way you see me on this podcast, I'm in those meetings the same way, minus the alcohol and the profanity.
I get it. Yep.
I am the same advocate, and I'm very vocal. I mean, at the last meeting, somebody sent me a text and they said, what did she say? She said, I love your, shit, I still have it in here, but pretty much I love how you fucking speak up.
Straightforward, directness.
Yeah, how you're not holding back. You're just like, this is what it is.
Yeah.
Because
that's what the youth need to hear. They don't want any bullshit. They don't want to hear.
Well, you're in a room with the heavy hitters. You're in a room with the heavy hitters, and what you're seeing right now is the same fucking Carol you see in those meetings, minus the alcohol and the profanity. You know what I mean?
Little loca.
Yeah, little loca. But yeah, it's such a privilege and an honor, and you have to be nominated for that and selected.
I just seen sometimes on social media, you don't have to put everything out.
Yes,
there.
I do. I worked hard for that shit.
No,
that didn't happen overnight. I didn't intend for that, but
because people can relate when you tell your
yeah.
story.
Well, and it's very inspiring
messages
too.
about it.
So much from her. Learning so much.
Yeah, and you get private messages about that.
Yeah,
like, thank you for speaking
yes,
up.
I do get
Those
private.
are the people that matter, not the 20 haters.
Yeah.
But the person that you help, the young teen mom or whoever.
Well,
to get out of
because
it.
I always had somebody to look up to,
haters.
so I want to do the same thing, But honored to be on that cast board. So I have a.
That's huge.
I got a 1-year term. I think somebody somewhere didn't trust me all the way, but it's okay. I'm not tripping. Usually it's a 2-year. I'm cool with it. I'm on that board. That's all that matters. And I have that 1 year to make a difference.
It's huge. That's huge.
Yeah, so
right
I'm
there.
actually the keynote speaker for the My Life Story Conference. Yeah, I know. So that's
we
another
gotta
big
be
deal
there.
for me.
We gotta
Yeah.
be June 12th.
June 12th,
Sherwood
yes.
Hall.
So take the day off,
Yep.
Ray. No.
Yep.
But yeah.
You're gonna put me on there as a mentor?
Yeah, you want me to? Yeah.
I mean, is there
Yeah.
like, anything you need, or just sponsor it, or speaking? You need speakers? No.
No, well, I'm the keynote speaker. I'm not on the panel. I'm not on the behind the
I get
scenes
it.
like I
get it.
used to be.
I get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have the mic. 'Cause
Yeah.
They're gonna give you some words.
Yeah,
but
I was always behind the
I'm so
scenes with
proud of
that.
you.
Now I'm not.
Good shit.
I
What
get
time
to
is
go
the event?
from 8 to 12.
Oh, I gotta work.
I saw
Yeah.
the flyer.
Oh, in the afternoon?
I thought it was 10 to 3.
No,
Oh, you
it's
mean in the
8 a.m.
evening?
to
Must
3
have
p.m.
Okay.
Well, because they have breakouts. There's
Oh,
different.
8 in the morning to 3
yeah,
p.m.
yeah. There's like
Oh, okay.
breakfast, lunch, but there's different breakout sessions and stuff
Good
like
shit.
that.
I can go around 8.
Good shit.
Yeah,
Yeah. And
but-
what I was
Love
saying
to.
to all the raza that's watching us out there is, you'll just see Carol, teen mom, founder, advocate, everything else she is, cast board member, everything she's involved in the community. And I don't know if a lot of people didn't know, but Ray right here, this is my brother from another mother. We go way back, like hubcaps on Cadillacs, and he's actually
Cadillacs too?
the
Hubcap
best man.
spinners.
I got to put this one on. The best man in my wedding. I couldn't think of a better man, because I took that shit seriously, bro. When I got
Of
married,
course.
I
Yeah.
was like, to me, you know what it meant?
Well, you should fucking take it serious.
no,
what do you
absolutely.
mean?
No,
The
what I'm
fuck?
saying is
Oh, I got
that
the picture right here. Go ahead, pull it
most
up.
people will probably just pick their best homie.
Yeah.
But
Their
I didn't
boy.
think that. You know what I thought? I thought
Long term.
No, this is what I thought. If I don't know if this was gonna be the case or if this even fucking happens anymore. This is some old ass my parents' generation shit. But I thought if I'm not here, who would be responsible enough? You know what I mean? To say help out the family.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And it has to be
your brother.
it has to be vice versa too.
Yeah.
Who's got their shit together, right?
Yeah.
Because Ray's got a hell of a story. So
Yeah.
when you sent me those photos from when Turtle passed away, I was fucking tripping. He sent me the photos when Turtle passed away. So on that incident right there was pretty much the incident that, if you want to talk about it or not, but if that was the incident that fucking just turned the tide, right? Turned the tide. Yeah, that's the one right there. We're married, and that's the wedding photo right there. That's right. That's the wedding. That's the wedding photo. It's a little bit blurry. Yeah. That's July 8th it's because we got married on my birthday and my wife's birthday.
Oh, okay,
My
got it.
birthday was the judge in the house.
Yeah.
Her birthday was July, and we had time to kind of save up for the garden wedding.
What year was
and
it?
so it was 04.
2004.
04. Yeah, I just got home from Delano in December on the first term on fucking December 28th. Popped the ring question. And but anyways, when I heard what happened to you, I was in the youth center. I got pissed.
Yeah.
I was mad. The youth center was only like 2 years maybe open, maybe a year or 2 years
fresh.
open.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was fresh.
Yeah.
And back then there was a lot of just fucking chaos over there. It was a new camp, it was a new facility, and everyone was just running fights every night. Motherfuckers coming out with black eyes, fucking sheet marks around their necks. They're checking our knuckles every morning. And
Oh, so
when,
you're talking about 98.
yeah, when that happened to you, I was so fucking mad. I told 2 or 3 of the cops, and members only.
You
shit,
didn't
I'm
hit the
not-
fence? No.
I didn't hit the fence. But I told 2 or 3 of the cops.
The fence.
I said, let me take 2 or 3 fools to Caesar's
Jailbreakers.
Palace. I was so fucking mad when that happened to you.
Plus, we're already tight. We're really tight.
And can you say what happened? Tell the story and how that was, the turning point in your life, because now you're a successful chingon Ray RN, Memorial Hospital, successful, beautiful family, beautiful wife, beautiful children. But people will see the glory and they don't know the story. So can you talk a little bit about what
absolutely.
happened? Go ahead.
Okay, so I was 17 years old, and I was in probation that time, and so I had a Nissan Sentra. So I had my little car, and it was a standard. So nobody knew how to drive a standard but me. I learned how to drive them since I was probably 14, 15 years old, because my dad had a old school, Toyota. And so at night when he would fall asleep, I used to take off in it, and I didn't really know how to drive it. So I would probably go like 2 or 3 blocks, and I would go over to Anthony's house. I don't know if you remember Anthony.
A homie.
Melissa's
Estrada?
No, not Anthony Estrada. Melissa's Chavarria.
Okay. Okay.
It was her uncle or her brother. He lived on Bush Street, where John Watkins lived.
Yeah.
Some other homies from La Casitas. And so I would take my car right there, and then he'd be like, oh, okay. I'm like, he was probably like a few years older than me. So he'd be like, all right, yeah, we'll drive around.
Again, I'm going to pause you real quick. I'm going to give a little bit more of a backstory, but you're 100% doing what everyone else was doing in the 90s, gangbanging.
Yeah, absolutely.
Eating, sleeping, breathing it, didn't give a fuck. 40
Mobbing.
ounces,
Yeah.
40
Mobbing.
ounces. Whoever wants it can get it. Because now they might see you and be like, oh, this fucking dude is more mild-mannered, meek, and humble. But they might not know that it was like that before. But okay, now go ahead.
I can't see I was like a super hardcore. I was more like, the party guy. I like the girls. And so he used to be, so I learned how to drive a stick shift like when I was like maybe 15, 16 years old. And so I was in juvenile hall. And so when I was in juvenile hall, one of the things I took advantage is I took a driver ed class. And so I got a permit, or I got not a permit, but I got the certification. So when I got out, I went to the DMV, and I went to the DMV, took the test. I had my driver's permit. So once I got
you're
my
not
driver's
18 yet.
No,
So
this
had to be a permit.
I think now you have to be 18. And then I have an 18-year-old daughter. She's like not even in a hurry. I'm like, hey, when are you gonna get your permit? When do you want to start driving? She's just like, she Ubers, eats and everything. She's hungry. She orders pizza. And well, I mean, back then we can order pizza, but now you can have Uber Eats. You can have an Uber Pit take you to everywhere you want to go. Yep. But she has, hey, Dad, come pick me up and this and that.
$40 fucking dollars.
Yeah, well, they'll pay it. They'll pay it. These kids will pay it.
Well, you'll pay it, not them. No.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Dad will pay it.
And then so what happened is then I ended up with my own little car. So I got a little Nissan Sentra, and it was a stick shift. And so I was out with some friends, and I went to go and pick up Wally. I went to go and pick up Turtle, and then we eventually made our way to Weasel's house, right across the street from Tino's dad's house, right on Market Street.
Okay.
And then so
Weasel was across the street. Oh, that Weasel.
Yeah.
Okay,
oh, you were talking about a different Weasel?
No. That's Weasel in the El Camino. That's Weasel across the street from Tino's house.
Yeah.
Okay, I know.
Yeah, I don't remember what he drove. I mean, this
was El Camino.
This is probably close to 30 years ago.
Gotcha.
I lost count.
Of course.
This is 1998. And so we went over to pick up Weasel, and then we were hanging out with them. And so I was on probation at that time. And so I had a curfew. That was one of the things. And I was always, I'm not trying to get violated or anything. And so we went to a few little spots because we wanted to just get a little dime bag, just something to smoke.
Terrence Thomas subscribed to the channel.
And so we ended up going, I think 2 or 3 different spots, and then finally says, "Oh, well, let's go and try this other spot," because it's not like nowadays where
Tony Lethal subscribed to the channel.
It was different, right? And so we actually
shout out to the new subscriber.
We actually
shout out to the new subscriber,
Is it my crush?
Terrence Thomas.
Yeah, so we actually ended up going to.
You mentioned the crush. Now I want to know who it is. I'm getting more and more. I thought I was going to see him at the gala.
Sorry,
go ahead.
Yeah, no. I'm not in a hurry. And so we actually ended up going to this little place off of Alma Drive. Behind Jim's Markers. Yeah, right behind Jim's Markers.
That's what I heard.
Into some little circle. And so we was like, you know what, guys, if this isn't the spot, I'm just going to drop you guys off and I'm going to head home because I got to be home by a certain time.
Probation.
Because of the probation, I had to be home before the sun came down.
Quick.
And so it's October. And so the sun goes down a little bit, early. So I don't know.
Plus, they would hunt us down, too. They would set us up, hunt us.
I was in a dangerous area. I was out of bounds. And I mean,
out of bounds. Yeah, hey,
so,
I haven't heard that in years.
Yeah, so we knew what time it was. We were going to somebody's house that we didn't know, but we were just, we were going somewhere else. Oh, absolutely. And then, so what happened is we ended up going.
Hold on. Wait till
one of these. I think it was one of Weasel's or Wally's or Turtles' one of their friends that says, "Oh, let's go hit this spot."
Another homie's house.
Yeah, so we went. I'm like, "Yeah, you know what, guys? This is going to be the last spot we're going to hit up, and if after this, if it doesn't work out, we're just going to call it a night and just go home."
It's what it is. Yeah, home is just kicking it.
Yeah, I got to go home. I got to report. I got to, my parents are waiting for me and blah blah blah. And
there was no school. Like you weren't even giving a shit about school. No one gave a shit about independent studies or.
17 years old. Yeah, because I got kicked out of Salinas High.
So independent studies.
So that's a whole nother story.
That's a whole nother
so
story.
I got kicked out of Salinas High for getting into a fight.
Right.
And
but anyways.
and then I ended up knocking the teacher down, and
shit.
It wasn't intentional. And so I had some little problems. So what happened is we pulled out of that circle right there behind Jen's Market.
Yeah.
And so when I pulled out,
What was it called? Alamo?
No, Alma.
Alma.
It's Alma. It's on the corner of Alma and Sanborn. And so when I pulled out, I stopped at the stop sign, and then I seen these guys that came out behind Jen's Market, and then there was other guys right at the corner on that stop sign, and I seen these two guys pull out two straps, and they started unloading.
Yep.
And so I ended up turning left by mistake because they weren't shooting at us because we told them we were, Turtle told them where we're from.
He hit him up.
And then
He got banged on him.
Yep. And then
Banged on him.
Yep. So we ended up turning behind these other guys that we intended targets. And so I ended up catching one.
Stray.
Well, I can hear the bullets flying by my head. You can hear the wheezing.
Yeah.
Time slows down. My car, I don't remember how many times it got hit, but eventually we ended up selling or giving that car to my uncle who lived in South Central, and he had his own son that was going through a lot of his issues.
Shit.
And
then you got medevaced.
Yeah, I did.
You got airlifted.
So what happened is
I never heard the story like directly.
Oh, you haven't?
From you.
Wow. Okay, so this is what happened. So I got behind the intended targets. There was two of them, right? And so when I was behind them, I ended up catching one. And so I didn't feel it at first, but then I felt the warm blood going down my neck. And I went like this, and I looked, and I says, "Oh fuck, guys, I got fucking hit." And then that's when I was kind of like panicking, but you know how they say life flashes before your eyes.
Yeah.
And so like I'd seen my whole entire past, and I even think sometimes I felt like I seen my whole future.
Like a highlight reel.
It was just like one of those experiences. Yeah. So I told them, I'm still conscious because I didn't,
didn't go out.
I didn't go out. So I pulled over on the next street. I don't know if it's Kimmel or
Montana,
Costa Plaza.
or one of those streets.
So one of the next streets. I
know.
pulled over, and then I told my friends, I'm like, oh shit, man, I need somebody to take me to the hospital.
Yeah.
And then so they're like, well, we don't know how to drive stick. And so I took off my sweater. They said, well, put pressure on the injury. And it says, yeah. And so I jumped in the back seat, and then Turtle, who's probably the oldest one of us, he jumped in the driver's seat. Yeah. And so he jumped in the driver's seat, and then he started. He was like, the car. He was trying to drive the stick shift.
Couldn't drive for shit.
So then he finally got the hang of it. He probably put it in third or fourth gear, and then so he started just running red lights. And so at that time, the closest hospital was, it still is, Natividad.
Yeah.
And so Natividad, it wasn't a trauma center at that time.
Yeah, no.
And so what they did is, and it was a different entrance. The main entrance isn't the one that is right now.
Yeah.
This is old Natividad before they built the new one.
Okay.
And so what they ended up doing is they ended up pulling over to the circle where the drop-off area is at.
Dre Barrera subscribed to the channel.
And then they dropped me off right there in the front.
Shout out new subscriber.
And then the guy that, my friend Jeff, who was driving, he jumped off the car. Yeah, rest in peace. And he ended up jumping off the car, and he held me, by the shoulder, and he walked me in there, and he says, "Oh, my friend's been shot. Somebody come and help him." Like he yelled it out, to get everybody's attention.
Kind of like Menace to Society when they carried Kane in there.
Exactly.
I need a doctor.
It was
you were shot in your head.
I was shot in the head.
Yeah.
In the head.
But it at least seeing, and now that I'm hearing the story, we'll go ahead and finish it.
No, ask me.
No, you got medevac.
So no, I didn't get medevac. So what happened is I walked into the hospital, and I walked into the main entrance, and I just heard the staff said, "Grab a gurney." Somebody's they can tell trauma patient came in, and so they threw me on the gurney, and then right away the homies bounced. Right?
Yeah,
they grabbed my car. And they ended up taking off, and I don't know.
Homies don't want to talk to the cops.
No, they didn't want to talk to the cops and this and that.
They did their job, though.
They did their job. They dropped me off at the hospital
as close to help as possible.
And then so they ended up putting me in this little place, and they started doing their assessment on me, seeing if I was brain dead,
vitals, everything,
vital signs. And then a little bit while later, an ambulance brought the other two victims that were the intended target, and I was scared. I was scared for my life, right? I thought I was going to die.
3 people got hit? Then?
So me and 2 other people. And so the other guys, they got hit in the butts and shit, in the buttocks. They didn't have probably as serious wounds
lower injuries, lower body injuries.
Yeah. So what happened is I just kept asking the nurses. I'm like, hey, am I gonna live? Am I gonna live? Am I gonna live? And they wouldn't give me no reassurance. They would just say, just calm down, calm down.
Yeah, slow your breathing, calm your blood.
Slow your breathing. We're gonna see what's up. And so that went on for a little bit, and then they rolled these other two guys into the same room that I was, and I can hear them. They were screaming more than me because I wasn't screaming. I wasn't crying. I think I was in shock.
Yeah.
Right. And so, but I can hear these other guys. They were like, they were speaking in Spanish.
A little panicking.
Yeah.
Panicking
They were panicking.
Yeah, panicking, exaggerating a little bit more.
They were speaking in Spanish, and then I can just hear everything they were saying. And so, what happened after that is they took me for a CT imaging. So they noticed that, my vital signs were stable. I was still awake. I didn't lose conscious.
Okay,
they badged me up.
So CT scan, head scan.
So they did a CT scan. And so when they did a CT scan, they didn't tell me. But when my parents showed up, they told my parents that the bullet was lodged maybe an inch or two into the lower lobe
cranium
at the bottom. And so my parents, I don't know what they were thinking at the time, but I can only imagine.
I can only imagine.
Yeah. And so they, at that time, Salinas Valley Memorial Hospital was the trauma center at that time. So they had the higher level of acuity for the patients, right? They were not like it is nowadays. Now the trauma patients go to Natividad. So they ended up transferring me from Natividad to Memorial Hospital. And then the cops came. They wanted to talk to me. I didn't give them any information because I knew the streets of the code.
Just the streets.
And then plus I didn't know at the time. At the time I didn't know any. I didn't know who it was. Right, I just kind of knew like maybe the guys that I was with, they might have recognized.
Always say, "Motherfucker, I got a bullet."
We knew
in
the
me.
neighborhood. We knew who lives in that neighborhood. We kind of had an idea, but just like to me, it's just like that's the least of my worries. Right now, I want to know if I'm going to live, and I want to get better.
Right.
And so what happened is, they did Memorial Hospital did their own imaging, and so they ended up telling me. I don't remember them telling me, but they told my parents actually he's pretty lucky because the bullet is lodged in his cranium. It's not in his brain. And so then this is all right. We're just going to I think it was probably the next day. They had the neurosurgeon come and see me, Dr. Carver. And he ended up doing surgery on me. And so he ended up taking out about 2
inches.
You remember like
skin.
What's the 50-cent coins or $1 coin?
Yeah,
the 50
silver dollars.
Yeah, the bigger ones. Yeah, the silver dollars. He says he took out like 2, and he says, "Yeah, I'm not sure what kind of bullet you got hit, but it was a large caliber." He said, 380 or 9 millimeter.
That's what I heard.
And it was 2 guns too, so we heard probably about 30 shots. And so he says, so he did surgery on me. I was in the ICU for a few years, not a few years, a few days, maybe a week, right? And after the ICU, they downgraded me to a different department. And then
so you were stabilized and no Stanford medical?
No, I went to Stanford later. So what happened is
I got misinformation.
Yeah, so they ended up taking a piece of my cranium out, right? Yeah. A craniotomy.
Yep.
And so they left me with the soft spot, like a baby soft spot.
See.
When like a baby has their little, when their cranium's still coming together. So after that happened, they said I have to wait 6 months. And then so I followed up at the Children's Hospital because I was still 17 years old. Stanford.
Pediatrics.
At the Stanford with the special surgeries. And then in those 6 months, I was still a little bit, I had a lot of PTSD. So the next, like 1 or 2 days, 1 or 2 days after I got discharged, I went to go and hang out with my friends again. Chachi's, remember Chachi's?
Of course I remember.
Yeah, with Turtle. I went to go and hang out with Turtle. I went to go and hang. It was like a ditch party. Like everybody ditched. Everybody was hanging out at Jeff's house.
No one was going to school.
Nobody was going to school. And then everybody was hanging out. And so I was taking like narcotics. I don't know if I was on like Vicodins, Percocet. I was thinking of some really, and plus I just had anesthesia. So I ended up taking my medications, and then I told my mom, "Hey mom, I want to go hang out with my friends." My mom was like, "Okay, just be careful," because it's like 10 in the morning. And, and parents had Jeff had good parents, and he had a good reputation. You know how moms are like.
Yeah, I do.
He said, like, if I don't take him, he's going to walk over there.
Yeah.
He's saying friends, but they were just fucking hardcore fucking cholos with guns.
Yeah.
Let me go hang out with my friends. And they're all fucking gun-toting gang members on parole and probation. But no, okay. Yeah, I had heard about, so I thought it was like a medevac from the scene kind of situation or something like that. But when I heard that, I already knew, how the streets were back then. It was like a lot of street fights, but not just that. It was a lot of shootings. It peaked like in 94, and then after like the Halloween fucking shooting, shit was going down a lot on the streets.
There was probably 13, 14, 15,
I was just always
20,
locked up. I did like a total of like 3 fucking years in my teenage years.
Yeah, and I want to hear
so
that.
I was
because
always away.
I remember a little bit about that.
I was hardly on the streets as a teenager.
Yeah. And then, so what ended up happening is, unfortunately, I was still stupid. I wanted to hang out with my friends. I didn't have any like hate in my heart for them. And then I ended up smoking some weed from like a bong.
Yeah.
And so I ended up getting fucking sick. I felt like I was going to pass out. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this party's a little too much. No, yeah. So I called my mom, like, Mom, I'm not feeling good. Come pick me up.
Come pick me up.
Yeah, so she picked me up. I went home like, oh, shit. And my friend, he was looking out for me like, dude, he's like, you're pale as a ghost. He's you're going to pass out. I'm like, yeah, bro, hold on to me. Just watch me. And so my mom picked me up and I left. And then, so I still didn't learn my lesson, right? So a little bit months, I'm off the narcotics. And I ended up going to Mexico, because every year in Mexico and like during December,
it pops.
We used to go.
The fiestas.
Yeah. Before all my little sisters were born and all this stuff. We used to go to Mexico every year for Christmas. Las posadas and all that stuff. And so I remember one time, a little bit digressing, but I was hanging out with my cousin Chewy. And so one time my cousin Chewy,
I remember your cousin Chewy.
Yeah. So my cousin Chewy, he had some issues. Like he was like the, the guy of the town, and he always had his little issues, and then he'll be like, oh, yeah, primo, vamos a ir a este lugar, and we're going to go, I don't know, do something. And so I got to go and talk to this dude, and we pulled up to this little neighborhood. They call it La Rubirosa. And I'm like, oh, yeah. He says, oh, son de los otros güeyes, ¿verdad? Because you know how it was, right?
Oh,
and I said, oh, yeah, está bien, primo. And I told him, you know what? Yo no me puedo bajar because I have this little thing. And it was like maybe 20 of them. And then he said, no, primo, tú quédate aquí. And then so my primo went, he started talking to him. And then next thing I know, they're jumping him because my primo was a little, he's a little.
He's feisty. He's a fighter. Yeah. He's getting into shit. He likes to get into shit.
Fuck, I can't get off because the doctor told me you have a hot spot, a little soft spot. So if you get hit right there, you got brain damage. So I just see my cousin get his ass kicked a little bit.
I'll sit right here. Yeah. I'm good.
And then, like, they weren't killing him, but they were just,
that's what you get. That's what you get.
I think
that's what you get going on.
Yeah. So
you walked into that shit. You asked for it.
Exactly. I'm like, dude, you brought me here. I couldn't get off and back you up. And plus, it's going to be me, you against 20 dudes. We're both going to get our ass whooped.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if they know if I'm from Salinas and you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So what happened is, I was in another situation too. I'm like, shit, I'm not doing right here. I shouldn't be putting myself in these situations. And so, but I was 17 years old. I wasn't thinking about the future.
How many months after that situation, I don't mean to fast forward, did Turtle and Wally get busted?
Oh,
after
probably
that.
9 months.
Okay, so it was like less than a year, huh?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, less than a year.
That was a crazy situation.
Yeah, so I laid low.
Crazy.
Yeah, and then so I remember having a lot of PTSD. I would hear a door slam. I would fucking jump. One time my sister, she was a little baby. She jumped over the couch and she jumped on my shoulder and I overreacted. And I just had a lot of PTSD for a while. Yeah. And so what happened is they told me I had to wait 6 months, and then I followed up at Stanford's Children's Medical, Stanford's
pediatric
Palo Alto, the Children's Hospital.
Medical Center.
And so the doctor there made the incision bigger, and he put a titanium plate in my head. Mm-hmm. And then that was another recovery. And then after that, I was really paranoid. So I would go around with a gun. I'll always be strapped up.
Yeah.
But I wasn't looking for any problems, Yeah. I was like, oh, I'm not looking for any problems and stuff like that.
To get caught with it than without it?
You know what's crazy
exactly.
is my dad was...
But even if I was going hang out with like a girlfriend, I had a date or whatever, it was just whatever. And
Sheldon
my dad was like a Mexican guy, right? Kind of like a paisa, whatever you want to call a paisa and stuff like that.
It was just for protection. Not that I was looking for anybody or revenge or nothing.
He would give
but it was PTSD.
Win 800
firearms.
Subscribe to the channel.
And he would tell me, he would actually give the homies ammunition.
Yeah.
And then the homies would be like, oh, how much do I owe Pops? He goes, nothing. He just doesn't want you to run out in a fucking firefight.
Yeah.
Like crazy old Mexico thinking, right? Mm-hmm. So he always told me it's better you get caught with that shit then we bury your ass. It was some crazy shit that, a lot of parents enable, not everyone, but, Pops was like that. It was old school.
Yeah.
But so fast forwarding, Wally ended up doing 22 years. He ended up coming home. And then Turtle, I think it was 22 years too. And then he passed away.
But he never got home.
That's what I'm saying. But how many years was it? Because it was almost the same as Wally.
At least he died 3 years ago, and he went probably in 99.
And you seen that the IG page, Felony Clout, shout out to Ryder G, shout out to Felony Clout. You seen that he posted Turtle.
Yeah.
Right? He posted the story of Turtle. And then I put rest in peace with a turtle emoji. And then he reshared it and highlighted my thing.
Yeah. But I think that was an anniversary one.
Oh,
he had already passed away a year ago before that.
So did you sent me photos? You went, or did they send you the photos of his pinche memorial?
Oh no, I went.
Oh,
that's
you
where
went.
I ran into Louis Gutierrez. I ran into him.
Shout
I
out
ran
to
into
LG.
Fabian. Wasn't Fabian here?
Fabian's here. Yeah,
Fabian was he was one of your guests,
just
right?
Texted me like an hour ago.
Yeah,
Stay
and he
away.
does
He's
he
a
do
close
real
buddy.
estate?
All the time.
Yeah, he does
24
all the
years
time.
real estate. All the time.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
sells everything.
Yeah,
Costco's, fucking Walmart's, houses.
So I didn't really know Fabian that good. But I used to hear about him all the time from Louis. I used to hear it from Turtle's mom. I was really close to them. And I just knew who Fabian was just from.
Well, the thing that surprised me way, and again, we're talking Alisal District shit, 831. We're talking about us right here. Appreciate you guys that are tuned in on Twitchlandia, YouTube, and Facebook, hearing us have this conversation right here.
Visit East Salinas.
It's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
It's a beautiful place.
You're listening to the 831.
Shout out the
history.
831. So the only thing that I was totally shocked about, was that I never saw Turtle's transition to the streets. Because remember, I did 3 years as a juvenile, and I never saw him hanging out with homies. Never. I never saw him in the hood. I never saw him with a pair of Ben Davis or Dickies.
Oh, wow.
I never saw that. I did a shooting when the summer of 8th grade and just started going away after that. And so I just remember him with the bangs still, with the Filipinos breakdancing, Washington Middle School.
Yeah.
And so, but I did hear that he started hanging out and all that.
Oh,
and he
went
went all the way.
Hard.
He went hard and all the way.
He went really hard. And,
damn.
He had a really good family.
They sold the house.
He was adopted,
just
but
to get the lawyer.
Oh,
To
yeah.
fight a life sentence. No, to fight a death penalty.
Yeah. Yep.
He sold the house, and they lived by Notre Dame High School.
Yeah.
They lived over there by
beautiful
house. And then they moved to visit him, be close to him for all those years, just to get
he was in
High Desert.
High Desert, in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, he was in High Desert. He was in High Desert.
His family moved to Reno. Not only that, because they retired, and then there's no taxes.
They were
and then,
already up
the
in
property
age.
and all that stuff.
Yeah, they were already kind of up in age.
Yeah, and they were up in age.
They were up in age. And then, so I never seen that. So when I heard that, I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I just didn't see it. Now, of course, Wally, I actually got a phone call from Wally's wife, and it was to be what is it called? Character reference. You know what I mean? Character reference or something like that, where they're going to re-sentence him. They brought him down to the county jail because of SB 260. And it was sad because the wife told me everyone they reached out to said no, they weren't going to do it. And I'm like, these are your fucking friends that you spend the night at each other's houses and fucking dodge bullets and almost gave, you backed each other up so many. And now they say no. No, I get it if they're in their life still. They're still in that life. Okay, you're still thinking like a teenager. You're making a career out of it. Hey, you do you, whatever. I wasn't. For a long time, I'd already been working with youth. You working with the juvenile hall, working here, working there, doing what I do in my own professional career. I'm like, absolutely, I'm gonna be there. I told her, count on me. And basically, when I was there, they asked questions. How was he as this? How is that? We're ditching school just to get high.
You're right.
We're that's all we were doing. And
I did have one of his lawyer's assistants talk to me.
Yeah.
About his character.
Yeah.
And how he was. And we will correspond every now and then.
Yeah.
Not that much, but I could tell he was a different man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
now, Jeff, on the other hand, he wasn't. He was good to me on the phone. He was this and that, but I think he never went the other, to the other side.
No, he went all the way.
Yeah, he went all the way.
He went all the way where it's
or
a
else
cold.
he probably he was kind of got out.
Yeah, maybe because it's people think it's a fucking two-way ticket. A lot of times it's a one-way ticket. Like I said, Tino, he got like 4 years for knocking off the pinche. Shout out to the new subscriber.
At Markets Apprentice super chatted $1.99.
That's right, cabrón.
Ain't
I
no
appreciate
friends
you.
in life,
What's up?
only acquaintances.
It's just a super chat. Someone is sending money,
Apprentice?
sending donations.
Nice.
Yeah, donation. Shout out to you, cabrón. I appreciate you, Marcus Apprentice.
Raymond Garcia subscribed to the channel.
No friends in life, but only acquaintances.
Yeah. And so that was a trip that I just didn't see that, you know. But anyways, no, thank you for sharing that. I didn't know the whole intricacies of all that. And then you took an ID photo over there in 2003. They put that barbed wire. Well, the barbed wire was already up because when we were there, there
Let me
was.
just say one more thing,
Yeah, go
too.
ahead. Go ahead.
So, you know, after, I was just, I had PTSD for a long time, and I would, everywhere I would go, I had a gun, but I didn't have plans on using it on nobody. I just wanted it was just for protection. So I would go on like an innocent date with my girlfriend or whatever. And so it took me a long time to get rid, to get rid of that habit. And then when I turned 21, as an American, first thing I did was buy a legal gun. And since I've been 21 years old, I've owned guns. And so, and then I think I appreciate life now every day because I can never forget it.
Yeah.
I can never
Smell
forget
the
that. I
roses.
can never forget nothing that happened to me that day.
Being on the brink of death.
Yeah, being on
We'll
the brink
do
of
that.
death, being in intensive care, having to go through those, the craniotomy and then the titanium plate put in my head. So it just, and then my parents and my sisters,
The grief
my
they
friends,
went through.
You got, like you said, you were upset.
I was so fucking pissed.
And so it was a trip. We didn't have social media back in those days. So sometimes I'll be walking around the streets or people will see me be like, oh my God, Ray, I thought I heard you died. They'll be like, oh yeah, I thought I heard you died. I'm like, no, I'm walking. I'm not even paralyzed. I might have a little bit of mental problems, from that. But other than that, I'm healthy. PTSD. Yeah. And I didn't even know what PTSD was at that time.
Yeah.
I had no idea what PTSD was at the time. And then so
I didn't notice the difference. I just noticed. I said, Ray's just more chill now.
Yeah, exactly. So I
He's
laid
way
back.
more fucking
Way
laid
more
back
chill.
instead of being the aggressive talker, stirring shit up.
I wanted to hang on with my girlfriend, with the girl.
Yeah.
Like if I was gonna, hang out, it was gonna be like, this and that, but it would be like,
More chill.
Bringing flowers and shit.
Yeah.
I remember that. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Why are you calling him a romantic?
But my girlfriends lived in bad neighborhoods. Yeah, so
At
my
that
girls
time.
would live in bad neighborhoods, like in rival
Hey,
neighborhoods.
was
fucking
the
with the
90s.
wrong ones.
But
I had a
girls-
cousin one time, and he had a girlfriend, and it was at the Seaver Apartments.
Yes, I would go into like
And
that.
I was waiting in the car at this is a members only story. I was waiting in the car and I started hearing whistling. I fucking got out of that car. I went to go knock on the door. It's strapped up. I was like,
Yeah.
I
No, for
actually
sure.
had it in my hand. I wanted
I think
motherfuckers
we
to see
had
it.
a
I'm
girlfriend
like,
on Cortez.
Yeah.
No.
this ain't
Yeah,
over here.
I
Oh,
remember
shit,
that.
man. Oh shit.
Yeah,
man. But anyways,
that's headquarters.
that's
right
cool.
for them.
That's
You
your
went
fucking
into the
story.
danger
and
zone.
then
Yeah.
you went to Fresno State.
Yeah. Oh no. So after that, so me being Catholic, we went to La Basilica de Guadalupe in Mexico City. We did the whole, I think it was something, my mom says, hey, we got to go
For La
over here.
Virgen.
And so that kind of sealed the deal. Like I'm putting this all past me. And so
That's fucking
yeah. So after that,
That's some fucking gangster shit
yeah.
right
After
there.
that, moved on.
Good
Yeah,
fucking
but I would still
shit.
hang out every now and then. We'll hang out with some girls in Castroville. When we go to Castroville, and for some reason the guys in Castroville didn't like the guys from Salinas.
That was just the
Right?
way it went. And the
We
girls
don't
from
wanna get into
Salinas
that.
didn't
We
like
wanna
the
get
girls
into
from
that.
And then
Castroville.
the girls from Castroville like the guys from Salinas, so it was kind of weird. And then, well, yeah, what were we gonna say, Mike?
No, I was gonna say, well, for one, fuck, man, hell of a story. I didn't know the
Yeah, I went to
one-on-one.
Fresno State. Yeah.
Went to
That
Fresno
was,
State,
That was at
and then
21. That was like 4 or 5 years later.
fast forward,
Yeah.
and then you were the best man in my wedding, and then.
What year you said again?
It was 04, January.
Oh, okay,
No, I'm
yeah.
sorry, July. We got married
2004.
twice. Yeah, we got married twice. One the civil wedding, and then the garden wedding.
2004. Yeah, I was probably in
Yeah.
between
Yeah.
City College here and going to Fresno State,
Right.
California State.
And your dad gave me the best advice. His dad gave me the best advice at my wedding.
What was it?
He's saying marriage is a sacrifice. It's
love
not
that.
thinking about you. It's thinking about the other person.
Absolutely.
How long have you been married?
22 years.
Yep.
22 years. And
22 years.
22 years, right? It's 06, 04, January.
Yeah.
January was 22 years.
That's a blessing.
Hell of a
That's
fucking story, man.
Button right there. Celebration.
Especially nowadays.
Back to the reactions. We're gonna go ahead and
Such a
wrap it up, you guys.
beautiful thing.
Let's see if there's anything else that we're gonna get into, you guys, or unless you guys want to get into the comment section. A lot of new comments are popping off right there. All right, let me see. All right. Okay, amigo, we were talking about this. You said this could be an AI video.
Me? Oh, I said where's the fact? I think I see the picture of her crying, saying like, oh, this just happened. I was getting my makeup done. I seen that when you sent it, but I seen the one prior to that where she was talking about how her thing was ruined because ICE took her dad and her mom or something.
It says right there. It says ICE ruined her Sweet 16. Immigration brutally took her parents on her special day.
Give me some
Context?
Yeah, I don't know what this is.
Well, that's all it is. So it's like,
ICE
again,
ruined her Sweet 16 immigration.
and that's all we see. How do we know that that's true? Or where's your parents? Or see, when shit like that happens, motherfuckers pull out their cell phones and they fucking record calls. They want to show fucking the world anything and everything that you have to prove what you're saying. Am I right or am I wrong?
No, okay, let me ask you this: were they felons? I mean, besides crossing the border, it's one thing, but
At
what
Markets
kind of
Apprentice super
immigrants were they?
chatted
Hardworking immigrants, field
$4.99.
workers,
Selena's
drug
received
dealers?
$36.5 million.
It's true
for
because
200
there was a
plus
video
homeless
on the
housing
internet. I don't know
units.
if you saw this video.
Only
Shout out to the new
46
subscriber. I
operate today,
appreciate you,
while
Carlos.
millions more were spent
Hey.
after project failures.
Who is it? How do we not see?
It's Markets Apprentice.
Oh, okay.
Or let's just give him a shout out right there because this
Okay,
motherfucker
all
right here is
right.
the homie.
Homeless received $36.5 million for 200 plus homeless units.
While millions more were
Yep.
spent.
You know
don't
what? I tried to
Yes.
bring RH Community Builders to Salinas, and I was ignored because RH Community Builders is a shit in Fresno County. I worked for them. That was my first job when I moved over there, and I was like, damn, these motherfuckers are efficient. They know how to make shit happen.
So, hey,
Yeah.
shout out to Markets
Yeah, that's
Apprentice.
awesome.
Hey,
Yeah.
gracias, carnal. I appreciate
you
you
for
for the
saying
super
that.
chat,
Yeah, I
for
love that.
supporting the movement over here, what we got going on from the Alisal District, the 831. The governor's seat is pretty much on the voting ballot. So June 2nd.
We're going to talk about that?
I don't know if we're going to get into it, but the
Not
governor's
today,
seat,
no.
maybe not. It'll be a long one. But anyways, the governor's seat is up for grabs. If you don't think the governor is doing a good job, I don't know what's worser, whether it's worser to mismanage things and have a history of mismanaging things. Like they're saying, we're billions of dollars in the hole. There's fraud, a lot of fraud going on that's being discovered. What's crazy in California is when there's fraud being discovered, they want to pass laws to stop the fraud from being discovered. That's crazy as hell because that one Gabacho, Nick Shirley,
serious?
they said that they want to pass a law in California saying people just can't
Sweep it under
go
the truck and
randomly. Yeah, they can't go knocking on doors, randomly finding shit because of this guy. So I don't know what's worse, sir, mismanaging or denying that the problem even exists. Because denying the problem even exists, like, oh, there's money going in other places that we're mismanaging shit, is like your glasses are just, you're off. You know, we're talking about Becerra last time. What do you think, Carol?
I'm just,
You're like over it? You're over it?
no, I'm not over it, but when it's not your fucking money, that's the thing how I see it. It's like with me, I have my nonprofit, fucking $1.99 tablecloth from Walmart. Like, no, fuck no. You're not going to open that. That's for a certain thing. Oh, it's not a big deal. No, it is a big fucking deal because I take time out of my day to go buy that fucking tablecloth and we pay for that. Shit. Yeah, it's a $1.99 tablecloth, $2 tablecloth, but it goes fucking deeper than that. So imagine on that level, I give a fuck because it is my nonprofit. At the end of the day, I need to take care of every fucking dollar that we have. When we have extra, well, it's not even about being audited. It's just that it's my fucking business. I'm going to take care of it. You know, the food that we order, I'm very mindful. I lecture our girls. You know, you sign up and then you don't show up and we ordered you a meal. That's fucking $15, $20 that I wouldn't have spent. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I lecture them. So this is on a smaller scale. On that fucking scale, it's not your fucking money. It's not coming out of your bank account. So it's like fucking beats me. So it's fucking sad. People need to be when you take a position like that, you need to take that shit serious and not just fucking sign off on money left and right without doing your due diligence on that fucking agency or the people's background or what's your real intention here.
So Xavier Becerra got under fire a little bit because he gave Gavin Newsom an A in homelessness and how we deal with it. But as of right now, I think there's like $26 billion that there's been no progress.
You know, Medi-Cal pays. So there's this program called Enhanced Care Management, ECM.
Okay,
it's through the Medi-Cal to help homeless people, different things. But if you were a homeless person and you have Medi-Cal, and here comes Carol trying to help you, it's something like fucking almost $400 per 15 minutes or something like that.
Okay. Yeah.
That's a fucking doctor. Like, that's what, like, are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, do you catch what I'm saying? The numbers?
Yeah. And, you know, the mayor race in LA is also interesting as hell because they got Karen Bass who's trying to run for re-election. Yeah. And then you got another guy.
Oh, Pratt.
Whose house burned down. And he's like, where's all this money going? And
well, you know, I thought he was a fucking idiot, honestly. But now I'm like, this motherfucker actually has a degree in political science and the personal experience of your fucking house being burnt down. Like, I think now I'm like, okay, I think I get this motherfucker now.
I think we should go away from polished politicians that have been in institutions for 30, 40, 50, 60 years and don't do shit.
Well, because they're not going to fucking, it's a career. And you're not going to understand where the fuck people are at if you're fucking living in a fucking mansion and we're in a fucking, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, but I think I'm a Spencer Pratt fan. I've been following him and his wife for years, you know, reality shows.
I didn't see that.
Well, because they've been.
What are they? Are they like
reality Laguna?
Spencer Pratt?
Yeah, him and his wife Heidi.
They
money, always cause drama. Reality
TV,
just fucking nonsense.
But he's
shit.
not a TV guy. Like, where do he make his money? Is he a real
he's
estate tycoon? Is he a real estate investor? I don't know anything about him. But it's on the ballot. If people want change,
but I like the way his campaign's going.
Yeah,
right
he's
now
getting a lot of money. Yeah,
is the time. If you want change, then vote for change.
Well, it's like Schwarzenegger. He was
governor. He was
a bodybuilder. Actor.
Yeah,
he was governor.
I love his shit. I have his book. Yeah. But the same thing with him. He's like, I fucking came here to live the American dream. I didn't have time to fuck around.
Yeah. That's what I always tell people.
And I respect. That's what he says too. And I respected. I'm a visitor here, and I respected the fucking country because that's what you do when you go to people's homes. You're respectful.
So I've been saying this on Chicano Tube since I started this channel. You know what I mean? I'm the one. Again, all of us that are helping, push this movement. We're products of our parents who had a dream, no matter how there was, to come over the border because all they wanted was better quality of life for their children. We're the products of that. That's modern day Chicanismo. Shout out to the new subscriber. I appreciate you, cabron.
Okay, all right.
Subscriber. So let's go ahead and we're looking at this story.
I'll tell you one thing,
Go
bro,
ahead.
too. My family in Mexico, I would say 90% of them were very successful over there too. So they did. A lot of my family, half of my family is here in California, and they all did well. But the other family that's the state of Mexico, they're successful and they love it. And then when they come over here, they don't like it. They don't love it.
Keep talking.
They don't like it. They don't love. They like to come and visit the family. They like to go to Disneyland. They like to go to the San Francisco Bay. But then eventually they just like, we don't like being inside the house. They want to be outside with the comadreando, and they just love the Mexico life. And so, we're getting older, and eventually I want to retire, and I want to be spending, maybe 3 or 4 months a year in Mexico.
Me and the wife were talking about that. We went to Rosarito. Umpa was over there.
Yeah,
Encanto,
Umpa's all over the fucking
We've been to
place.
Encanto, which is a playas de Rosarito. Encanto
I've
is
heard
like
about
a
it. I've never
castle
been there.
off the side of the ocean.
Yeah.
Fucking restaurant, bars, music, mariachis.
Right, it just feels good.
Shopping's like a tianguis, swap meet, etc. And it's just we're talking about retiring over there.
Yeah.
Like, you know what? Over there is the
Retiring.
simple life. Over here, work for our bills. But over there, it's going to be absolutely the simple life. You know
Right.
what I mean?
It's
We're talking about
beautiful.
that.
It's just beautiful. And I love Salinas. Like I was telling you, I moved away for 7 years, but eventually my dream was to come back to Salinas, and this is where I want to live eventually.
Kind of the same thing. Fresno.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Bulldogs,
what that's what we were talking
Bulldogs.
about. I was like, I just
Bulldogs.
moved back. I was out
Right
there
there.
for 5 years, but
Are you a bulldog mom? Did someone go?
my baby, yes, my little one's a fucking Fresno born
okay,
baby.
hell
I almost
yeah.
drove. I was like, I am not gonna
Not
have a
on
kid
board, but
born
yeah.
in Fresno, or well, not even Fresno, like outside of Salinas. All my kids were born in Salinas.
Fresno's cool as fuck.
I was telling my ex, like, no, I was serious. Like, as soon as I go into labor, we're driving to
driving
Salinas.
back.
I'm glad I didn't, because that motherfucker was born within an hour.
Oh,
no.
man.
And I had to drive all the way to Kaiser from fucking 99 and Shaw all the way to Kaiser. That was like a fucking 30-something minute
Right.
drive.
Yeah, it's a big city.
Yeah.
Yeah, your little baby.
Yeah.
Your little
My baby would have
güerito.
born on, he would have been born on Pacheco Pass. So.
little güerito right there. He's a
Yeah, but he's
heartbreaker.
a heavy
He's a
boy.
heartbreaker.
Yes,
Tiene
and
carita
we're
and-
going to the Fresno Grizzly games tomorrow. Yes,
Going
but
down.
my
It's going
babies
down.
love. Well, they were raised in Fresno the first 5 years of their life, so that's all they know.
Yeah. That's
right.
And we always went to Fresno. At least once a year, we would go to a Fresno State game, Grizzlies game, the zoo. So we already had our little fucking routine.
No, it's a beautiful place.
You
too.
would go to the bulldog games too, huh?
Oh yeah,
They're
I've been
fucking
to the Bulldog
fun.
games.
Were
They
you
are
on
cracking.
campus, or did you do remote or
I know they're on
correspond-
campus.
Yeah.
No, when you went to the school there, were you
Oh
on
no!
campus?
Oh yeah, they didn't have online. Nothing.
Oh, they
It
didn't
was
have
just
online?
textbooks.
Shit.
Yeah. It
So
was
you had
textbooks.
to
and then
dorm living, or what'd you do?
No, I lived in it was rented a room.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I rented a room.
like a
Oh,
lot
my
of students
roommates.
did.
Yeah, I had some weird roommates. They were
Fucking
just like-
Alex Rocha and Jude. Did you
Oh,
ever meet
yeah.
Alex?
Yeah,
His parents bought him a house, and he always had,
yes.
Yeah,
I didn't
out there.
meet him till recently.
Oh, okay.
But I know who he is. But
Yeah.
but his sister's like
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I get it.
We're really good.
Get it.
But yeah. So when I moved over there, rented a room, and then
2 years, 3 years? How long was it?
I was
till
there
you-
for 7 years.
Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, but how long was it till
Oh,
you?
to renting a room?
No. The whole education was done. Was that 4 years or 6
So I
years
did
of
2
education?
years at Hartnell, and then 3 over there.
Okay, 5 years.
Yeah. So it was a good 5
Hey,
years.
that's a big
Yeah,
deal.
so it was 3 years
That's
over
a big
there, and
fucking
then
deal.
I stayed another few more years working out there at some hospital.
Turned it around. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and just get back to this because we only got like
Yeah,
two
yeah.
more
No,
clips,
I
maybe
love these
three.
clips, yeah.
And ended up. So you guys, they've been lighting ICE as like one of the fucking pinnacle kind of issues. ICE. And I've been telling La Raza, the brown people, hey, calma tu pedo, hold on. Immigration's not a new thing. I talked to my uncles. My uncles are like, shit, if you think ICE are fucking strict, you should have seen them back in the 70s. They were walking in Denny's, gas stations. So immigration's nothing new. But these stories come out and they're heart-wrenching, gut-wrenching stories. And I believe the focus of these stories being out there is to fuck ICE, fuck the güeros, fuck the police, fuck law enforcement, or what. I don't know what it really is. It's turning into a little firestorm. But unfortunately, though, this is a tragic story. This is a young man, 18, Kevin Gonzalez. He was born in Chicago, let me just read it, where he began living with his grandmother after both his parents were deported to Mexico. So the parents they re-entered the country and were deported again. So they re-entered, got deported multiple times. He got diagnosed with, is it colon cancer? I believe it was colon cancer. Oh, yeah, colon cancer, the title says. And then he passed away. And the parents were in an ICE detention center in Arizona because they decided to cross over to try one more time just to get to Chicago because they knew the diagnosis was fatal.
I would do the same thing.
They crossed, but they got busted, right? Because now the border is completely shut down. I mean, if you go to Tijuana and Mexicali, there used to be a mile-long line with a bunch of vendors and thousands of people. It's shut down. Because no one can...
you have coyotes, but now the price has gone
It's
way...
Well,
it's like
and
11,
it's dangerous. They're fucking holding people hostage and trafficking, and it's fucking dangerous. Yeah.
My dad got kidnapped one time by coyotes.
Wow,
yeah,
man.
when coyotes brought him
You'll have
over,
to tell me that
they
later.
tied him up for like 3 days.
Yeah.
And then he came back and his hands were all cut. He said he had to jump some barbed wire, escape. They had him tied in a room, duct taped to a chair.
Yeah, I know
for
some
a couple
Huachos
days.
one time kidnapped my grandfather. Huachos, the
Crazy
Mexican
shit.
army.
Oh,
But
shit.
they thought he was growing marijuana and this and that, and they had him for days.
So
but-
what do you think of these stories, though? They're shooting at ICE. Hey, fuck ICE, fuck. It seems like it'd be the cool thing to say fuck ICE. I went to the Mexica New Year, and they had
yeah,
Chinga
never
la
been to-
Migra shirts
Yeah.
all over the place, which
Jessica
are hilarious
asked
to
us
hear.
Right, right,
Chinga
right.
la Migra, it's a cool thing. Your thoughts on immigration, your thoughts on ICE, Carol?
Well,
These
they're-
kind of stories.
Subscribe to the
well,
channel.
first of all, on ICE, and not that I'm defending them, but they're fucking humans. They're doing their job, first of all. And these stories, again, with the social media, sometimes I feel like it's propaganda. I know I'm being insensitive. I'm fucking jaded. But again, you guys already know, my mentality is facts.
Give it to me.
You can show me
Facts.
whatever the fuck you want, but show me the facts.
Okay. So their parents trying to get over there, something like you said you would do. You heard your son.
Oh, I would do it. Oh, I
and
would come
you
back.
knew there was a risk to do it.
Yeah.
And then the parents went in front of the judge. They pleaded their case and they released the parents. Which is a win.
Like an
I think
ankle
it's a
monitor or
win.
something? Yeah.
Yeah, it's a win. I mean, I've heard of, because people all the time, they put
And it's Chicago. Chicago tends to be like Los Angeles, New
Yeah,
York City,
yeah.
very kind of liberal, right?
Yeah.
They're more flexibility.
super
yeah.
left.
Even though it's a Supreme Court or whatever it is.
Yeah.
So I respect that.
But
But you know what? I'm going to say one thing. If his parents were hardworking people, worked in the factories or whatever they have, whatever jobs. I mean, Chicago's a huge city. There might even be some agricultural. Because as a matter of fact, when my grandfather came over here as a bracero, he didn't start in California. He started in Illinois, and I think he might have been. Oh, I have to look into this, but he was like in Ohio, Illinois, before he eventually.
Mine
came
were
to
in
Soledad.
Nebraska. My grandmother was born in Nebraska because her dad was a bracero and working on the
And
railroad.
then eventually they made their way to California to Soledad, and this is where they found. This is where he found love.
Campesinos, yeah.
So
I heard of a lot of raza in Nebraska. It's funny you say that.
Yeah, so I want to say he was over there in Chicago, probably not in the city of Chicago, but on the outskirts wherever they have agricultural.
So anyways,
And
these
so-
stories keep getting pushed out there, and they're like, "Fuck that! If you're not down with this or whatever."
Yeah,
it's
no, I
just
respect
like-
it. I respect it. If they gave him some day pass or whatever to say goodbye to their son, or even spend the last days with them, I think that's.
But
great.
I think more people need to be like fucking, let me see the proof. Because you're always going to have proof for that kind of shit, It's like me. I was locked up. How do we know that what you're saying is true? Oh, look at she fucking busted out an ID from 2003 or whenever. You know what I mean? Situations like that usually, like...
What do you mean?
I mean,
it has to be true.
Usually it's like the video with the girl prior with her quinceañera or Sweet 16
crying.
being ruined.
Oh, okay.
Like we don't. Where's the proof of what you're saying?
Yeah.
Especially in today's day, everybody records everything, or if there's paperwork.
Yeah,
usually
it might
there's-
not have happened at that moment, but
Yeah, but there's still gonna be something.
yeah.
There's gonna be something, or a recorded phone call. I keep calling and they're not answering. You know,
and there's hundreds and thousands of these stories because I mean, like just being in the country illegally and you get pulled
Thousands.
over, you might not be in a sanctuary state, sanctuary city, or sanctuary
because
whatever.
we are. Salinas is a sanctuary city,
Right.
Yeah.
So you have some, and I'm sure it happens all the time where it's just, hey, you're
Because
just a
me
legal immigrant.
personally, I can't think. I've known people that have gotten deported, and I'll tell you what, the one, it was very close to home that was deported. He is a fucking drunk. He was
Yeah.
always drunk.
Yeah, and before he
That
kills
motherfucker-
somebody.
Yeah, he
that
was
makes
always
sense.
fucking drunk, fucking
Absolutely.
straight loser. I
Para
remember
afuera.
somebody asked me if I could sign for him. I said, fuck no, I'm
No,
not
hell
signing
no.
for him. And I made it clear. Now, if he was a hardworking man, I would have no fucking problem. And I used another cousin as an example. I said the cousin's name. I used brothers as an example, my cousins. I said, now, if he was this cousin, fuck yeah.
I wouldn't hesitate.
But if it was that cousin, hell motherfucking no. And that's who he
Yes,
is right now. I'm
that's
not
absolutely-
fucking signing
I-
for him. Sure
I-
enough.
Yeah.
Gets fucking like, I don't know how many, like, I'm like, are you fucking, and I was like, how does this guy keep coming back?
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. So you're using like your better judgment. You're like, you know what? It's not everyone.
You
Throw
know,
a
for
net
personal
on
experience,
everyone.
I had a
We don't
cousin
want
the
that.
same
And I can
thing.
see, and his daughter's on the phone crying. And I'm just like, Mija, you know, oh, my dad. And I'm just like, damn, I want to be respectful
Feel
to family
compassionate.
members,
You
but
feel
I'm just like,
compassionate.
man, I want to say, like, your dad's a fucking piece of shit.
Yeah.
But you don't.
Because if
down
he
she
really,
sees
why
it.
don't? But I'm just thinking,
But
if he
you
really
don't.
He
cared
had
about
many
you,
opportunities.
he has the privilege of being here, and he's just fucking coming over here and just
Fucks it
fucking
off.
it off. Like
Making
if
it
he hit me
drive,
and my
yeah.
kids
Yeah.
and fucking killed one of my kids, I'd be fucking pissed.
You guys, this question was asked at the last governor's debate. It's going to be one of the last items we're going to talk about tonight,
Never.
you guys. It says they asked, and this is a gaslighting trigger question that they asked every single one, so everyone's going to have their own opinion on here. But I'm going to go ahead and bring it up to Chicano Street, you, Carol, and Ray, and see what you guys think about this one. Would you push to deport undocumented farm workers? This easily is a trigger question that's going to pull on heartstrings and emotions, because now they'll throw shit at you. You ain't for the fucking raza. Da, da, da. So I'll give my answer, unless you want me to go first.
It's an easy answer for me. It's
Okay,
an
go.
absolutely no. Absolutely no. You know, when for Trump, he said he was just going to go after the MS-13 and all these other, you know, illegals that were, you know, hardcore criminals. And so it's not the situation that actually happened, right? Every politician lies. But no, I would definitely not report in undocumented farm workers, because some of them were my family members.
Got it.
Absolutely not.
That's
And
the
now
only
it's not
reason?
really that.
Is that they were your family members, or is there more
No,
reasons?
just any individual. At the hospital, a lot of our patients are undocumented.
A lot.
So in the
I-10s,
hospital, nobody
no socials.
Yeah, we don't let ICE
Don't
go in
ask,
there.
don't tell.
Yeah, and at the hospital,
But California gives Medi-Cal to everybody.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
why. That's how I was trained in social work. Don't ask, don't tell. In other words, don't ask their fucking status. Don't ask
Oh
their
no,
social.
they can tell us their status.
Yeah,
We're
yeah,
not gonna
but
tell.
for us, well, this was in the early 2000s. Don't ask, don't tell. That's how we were trained.
Yeah.
In other words, if they were illegal immigrants, we don't want to fucking know. Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
If they tell you, you don't fucking
Yeah.
write it down.
It's kind of like a doctor-patient privilege, or a lawyer.
Yeah, HIPAA, yeah.
Lawyer-client privilege. It's a HIPAA. It's you know, it's between you and them. So absolutely not.
Okay. All right.
Yeah,
That's
no,
a
that's
quick,
easy.
sharp
Absolutely
answer. I'm going to
not.
pass it over to Teen Mom founder Carol Ledeza. Again, trigger question at the governor's debate. Would you push to deport undocumented farm workers? You can see why it's a trigger question. Farm
They
workers
know what they're
are
doing.
like the backbone
Yeah,
of a
absolutely.
lot of economies, like us here in Salas, the Alasal district.
And you got to crack down on the employers first if they're going to do anything.
If they snatch them up, who the hell else is going to do the job? Because I never seen a güero or anyone, a pinche chino or anyone go to the fields. But I guess it's
Filipinos back in the days.
yeah.
maybe it's a question to kind of see if you stand for law and order or whatever the thinking
And now
is
it's not
behind
just
them.
Mexicans, Salvadorians.
Yeah, exactly.
Hondurans,
Well, they're a
yeah,
smaller portion.
Venezuelans.
They are
Most
Well,
of them
in
are
Fresno,
Mexican.
there's a lot of that. Venezuelans. I thought they were black, and like, oh shit, they're talking Spanish.
For Latinos?
Oh, I'm from Venezuela. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's you gotta remember, Monterey County is mostly Hispanics, but like Fresno, you
bigger
have
city.
a whole bunch of
Yeah.
different folks.
So let me ask Carol then. Would you push to deport undocumented farm workers?
When you say it just like that, just farm workers in general, it sounds like a no, right? Like why? But then again, it goes back to
She thinks things through. She doesn't just shoot off the hip or just pass. There's one loaded in the chamber. She's gonna shoot it off. She's like a judge. And she wants to hear all the fucking
whatever-
evidence. Both sides
whatever
argue
her
it.
answer is.
Yeah,
Give me the both sides and give me proof, mitigate it, and all that stuff.
Well,
which
because that's how I was
respect.
trained. That's how I was trained.
I think what you're thinking of, and I'll let you finish your answer right now. I think what she's thinking of is like, you hear stories of those isolated cases where there's someone who fucking R's a girl that was like a college student,
afuera.
or you hear the guy
Chacal.
that shoots someone in San Francisco off a pier, and the guy was just a sniper,
Para
no
afuera.
papers, and he threw him out 4 or 5
Chacal.
times, and he came coming back. Am I wrong? But is that what you think about, like case by case, before you give like a general answer?
Well, yeah, because that's
get
the
it.
truth. You can't, like, yes, that's fucking wrong to just come and round people up for no fucking reason. Like, yeah, that's fucked up. But
No, but there is a reason. There is a
well, they're
crime committed.
undocumented. Yeah, they're
Yes.
undocumented. Yes, and you know, again, I guess I am biased because
it's the
my
backbone.
parents.
It's the backbone
I
of the
understand
country.
that, but you know,
We need 'em.
my parents, my mother, patiently waited at the fucking border in Tijuana. That my mom's family, they have 2 houses till this day. Those houses are still there. My cousin still lives there with his wife and crosses the border every day to go to work in San Diego.
Waited for the process to be
No,
completed.
he's legit. It's just fucking housing prices. But those houses have been there for decades. But those houses were used within our families because they were following the fucking law, waiting for the process to get legalized. To then, okay, once the government tells you, okay, you're good, you can cross the border, they're just right there. The houses are right by the border. I love going there all the time. Matter of fact, fucking Border Patrol is giving me a hard time.
Tacos are fire.
Yeah. Asking me about why I drive what I drive and what am I doing here and asking me for pictures of my kids in the United States. You know, shit like that. Like, I'm a fucking U.S. citizen. Like, I came here to have fun because I could have fun with $200 fucking dollars over here. That's why I'm here.
Right.
But the point is that I think for me, again, I am biased because my parents did shit.
I get it.
They follow the fucking process, and I get it. We're in different times, and that's fucked up because we need to create opportunities too. The way my parents had those opportunities to come here.
Got it. So you're not giving an answer just to throw a net over everything.
No,
Everyone has
because-
to be legal or everyone get deported. You're like kind of case by case.
Well, people
basis.
should follow the fucking law, and I get it though. Those opportunities sometimes are not there, and you got to do what you got to do. But also, if you're gonna fucking come over here illegally, follow the motherfucking rules.
Let me go ahead and give my answer just in case. Of course, you guys, we're going to wrap this one up right now. But let me go ahead and give my answer. Gente, this one right here is a no-brainer to me. I would not push to deport undocumented farm workers based on the fact of if they're established, they're here, they've got ITINs, they're paying taxes. Because a lot of people will just say, and we haven't even mentioned this, a lot of people will just say, fuck it, the United States is stolen land, it's all stolen, this belongs to Mexico, the indigenous
That
were
does
here
nothing
first.
though. That does nothing. Okay.
The people who throw that at me, you should see how many
Okay.
times
Yeah,
people
but
throw
what
at
the
me.
fuck does that do? Go tell
And
the
I'm
fucking
like-
president that make a change.
And I'm like, that sounds good, you know, being popular and hey, fucking this was Aslan and all kinds of shit, right? Which I get, but it's to me, it's a no. To me, you know, if I had a magic wand, I would get hundreds of immigration judges to push all these cases. I would get DACA and close it out, make them all American citizens. Why not? They've been here for years. Hopefully, they've shown good faith that they're going to be upstanding citizens that are fucking safe. Because I don't want none
You
of
know-
my children around people that are unsafe.
When I worked in Fresno, I have never ever in my life been around so many people that were not born here
Oh shit.
that were educated based off of DACA. I'm like, damn, I've been working all my motherfucking life. I was born and raised here. I didn't go to college, and you guys just fucking came here and got all this free money. Like, damn, okay. But yeah, I seen a lot of. I've never been around that many educated folks that came through the DACA and got everything paid for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we're not going to get too much into
Just
DACA, but I
quickly,
can say, go.
Can I go use restroom?
Sí, go outside. Allá, güey. Allá en cualquier lugar. En la pinche barda, allá, güey. Allá afuera. I know you're already thinking about that. All right. Anyways, this is going to be the last clip. We're
Okay,
going to
we're
wait
way
for Ray Ray.
over.
Yeah, we're way over. We're going to wait for Ray Ray to come back
But
right now.
it looks like you have more people on at the later time. It seems like. No?
It happens. Yep, it happens. And then, of
All
course,
right.
we're live on Facebook. We're also live on Twitch as well. I appreciate you guys. Debo Hemp, that's right. I appreciate you, cabron. They sold their pork chop. Orale, John, I appreciate you. Wait. Daniel
King of the
Gonza.
Castle. Who's that? I can't see. I need glasses, but shout out to King of Castle.
Okay, I'm not exactly certain. But
Yeah.
anyways, this one right here, this is a clip that's got us about 1,600 subscribers in the last month. And this is a Chicana right here. And most of the clips, I kid you
Oh
not.
yeah, I seen that video
You
a
seen
few
it?
months back.
Yeah, you seen it
It's
from
pretty
back?
old, no?
But look at how many notifications. I got 186
Oh, wow.
notifications.
Okay, all right.
It's basically YouTube ran with it and put it in the algorithm in the last
cool.
month.
That's what's up.
And we got 1,600 subscribers from this. So I want to wait for Ray to come back to play the whole clip and hear what she has to say, because she's talking about, well, you know, just moving on from the gang shit, the old shit, the holding us back kind of mentality. And she's like, I feel like playing it right now, but I'm waiting for Ray.
I seen it. No, you sent it in the thing, and I've seen it before you sent it. I've seen it already, and I get it.
Commented.
But you know,
Whatever you
but
wanna
some
say.
people, well, you know, for me, again, coming on your podcast, I've had some people close to me that I love. If they're watching, I love you so much. I appreciate your feedback.
That does this.
But it's like, oh, you know, it's like that gang shit. Like, what are you doing, Carol? You need to get your, and I'm like, what are you fucking talking about? Nobody's doing no fucking gang shit. Like, oh, I looked at the comments and it said, I'm going to roll one up. As soon as I seen that, I logged off, and I'm just like, man, nobody. And that's the thing. Like, I'm like, I don't got to fucking explain if you feel like me being on this podcast, I'm still on some gang shit. Like, I work,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's like clearly,
yeah,
but that's what I'm saying, you know? So with me, like with her thing, I get it, but also being mindful, you know, you're also, I don't know about this place at Santa Fe Springs.
Yeah. Donde van un chingo de cholos walking around. Sometimes
And
shit
I get
happens
it,
in the parking
and
lot.
it could get dangerous. I get
People get
it.
into
Like
fights.
what she's saying is so true, but I mean,
She doesn't want to be around that
and
at
that's
50
cool.
years old.
Good for you. I mean, that's cool. But you know, some of us still, I probably wouldn't either.
Yeah.
But again, being mindful, like, you know, if somebody was to judge me for coming on this podcast, because then Ray's talking about the 90s and shit like that, and then try to put me as still being associated, I wouldn't appreciate that. You know what I mean?
Block that
I know,
shit.
but I'm just saying,
I know,
you know,
yeah.
like you have to
Was
be
it a
mindful
comment?
of that.
So no, she was talking about comments, and the comments are
read it.
wild. They go after me too as well. Fuck you, Mikey. You ain't shit. Whatever, or whatever they say about me, which is the internet landia. But let's go ahead and read it. Let's go ahead and hear what she says.
Have I ever been to Santa Fe Springs Saw Meet? And my response to that was no. And then she asked me why. And I said, because that's not a place where I want to be. That's not a place where I want to go. And the reason that I say this is because I always had this mentality. So you have a lot of gang members from different barrios going to Santa Fe Springs, you know? There's always going to be one that's going to get out of pocket. There's always going to be one that's going to drink too much beer. And there's always going to be another one that's going to act like shit don't stink, you know? Shit might not crack inside Santa Fe Springs, but shit is going to crack in the parking lot, you know? And this is the reason that I avoid going there. I have never been there, and I will never go there. Especially not at my age. I'm 50 years old. I am not gonna go dance and make a fool out of myself in Santa Fe Springs, because nowadays everybody wants to dress gang related. I'm not trying to look nothing close to gang related, you know? I don't want to dress gang related because I did that back in the days, the 90s, 80s, you know? And I think I'm at that age where I need to grow the fuck up, and I need to fucking be a mother to my children, you know? I don't want to look gang related. I don't want to dress gang related. And no, I don't be around people that are gang related. I stay to myself. So I hope this answered your question. I have never been there, and I will never go there.
Damn, man. What do you think about that one?
I mean,
I don't agree with her.
I think she's right. I mean, she's right, but it's like, again,
I'm going to tell you one thing. So, you know what? When I take my kids around things like that, but I tell them, you know what? There's a difference between being a dumb gang member and being somebody who actually appreciates the culture. And so they have some good music. They have some good
outdoor activities.
They have they have a lot of beautiful art, like right here.
Yeah.
They have history. The music that she was just playing in the background.
Yeah.
You learn all these things.
It's a vibe.
It's a vibe. It's not only a vibe, but it's
Well,
part of our culture.
Yes, it is.
So there is some people that are going to be fighting and gang member. Where we're going to say, esos son los que valen verga. We're going to stay away from them. That's not going to be us. I go to car shows all the time. I never have any problems with nobody. And I'm, I go to Salinas everywhere I go. I can show my face. So and we have a good time.
Yes,
so
Ray, and that's why. Yes,
yeah.
I appreciate that about you because you're doing things with your career, and you still keep it 100 with where you come from. Like, look at we're right here.
Yeah, I go.
You don't forget where you like. I think we're the example of not forgetting where we come from.
I go to any bar. I can go anywhere.
Yeah.
I won't go to a house party, but if it's like
exactly.
a close friend,
knowing
if it's his house party, your house party, I'm definitely gonna go. But that's it.
Yep.
Like I'm not gonna have problems with nobody because I know how to conduct myself. I know how to behave and.
Well, even what she's saying too is also knowing when to leave.
Yeah, knowing when to leave. Exactly.
If the fucking Santa Fe Springs or whatever opens at 12 or whatever, you show up and you could tell towards the end of the fucking.
After
it's
5,
time to
6
check
years,
out.
It's
time to fucking check out.
The alcohol kicks in. And then people are gonna act the fool.
Yeah,
she's
you
missing
could tell.
Because I'm sure she would have a good time. But
no, but what about her? What about her saying, "I don't want to be around gang members. I don't want to dress gang related. I don't want my children to be around gang members."
Yeah.
Is that commendable?
But she used to dress like that.
We'll see. You could tell she's from a hood. I put actually,
But
if you look at it, I put ex chola.
So
avoid Santa Fe Springs on the title.
She's
been
not
there
good.
and done that.
Yeah, she can't.
I think people that have been there and done that.
I think what she's talking about is because you see a lot of people these days. I personally, I'm not like gonna do that. But you see people trying to recreate, or they are recreating the chola look, the fucking Ben Davis and all that.
Though.
So I feel like that's what she's talking about. Like, I'm not gonna fucking do that. I already did that shit. Why am I?
Yeah, no.
It's like, and I feel like that's what she's talking about.
Cosplaying.
Yeah.
Yeah, people
like,
put on Charlie Browns now just for videos.
Like, for what?
Yeah.
Like,
And
that
brim
was
hats,
a thing of the past.
But back in our day, that was like a fucking a uniform where it was on when you seen someone dressed like that. But now she's saying, yeah, shit's watered down, or
it's watered down.
Yeah, like it doesn't
know.
have the same meaning.
So
it
people
almost,
are doing everyone's recording.
It does feel like a costume.
And so
I see. I've gone to concerts and I see, which again, that's cool. But I like, why are you wearing that costume?
it's 2026.
It feels like a costume to me. So I feel like that's what she means. I could be wrong, but that's how I'm taking it. Like, why all the why?
Yeah.
I can't even imagine. Even my brother.
Anyone that have been there, done that.
If you know that motherfucker and you see him today, you would never think like you wouldn't even ever think nothing.
Yeah, I know.
Unless that motherfucker takes off his shirt, you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
But but imagine him today as a fucking father and a grandfather still trying to be all fucking norte. Like, are you fucking serious or still trying to dress like that?
He's just a grumpy old man.
Yeah, he is. Yes, he is. You must have seen him recently because he is.
He's just a
But
grumpy old man.
I feel like that's what she means. Like, why?
Okay. We'll end it with this. As far as trying not to set a bad example for your children, I'm 100% for that as
true.
well. And you know what I always say is that people that have, like us three, we're perfect examples, us three right here. People that have done the 180 is because we've already seen all the action. We've already been there, done that. The bullets whizzing by our heads. And so we see what's kind of the Cholo style coming back, trending. And I tell people, you know what? This is just the internet. It's Circuit City. It's Electronics Plus. It's computer land. This electronic land right here is for electronic land. But don't get it twisted. It's not real life. Anyone that did that died out about the 90s.
Yeah, you don't even have to go to the Santa Fe swap meet to get your clothes. Now you just order online.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that died out. By the time the millennium came, that all the Charlie Browns and everything died out. I'm not saying it's not a cool shirt.
No,
it's a
looks
cool
beautiful.
shirt.
Love it.
It's
I
a
still
cool
love it.
thing, man. Dress like that, but just know some people are on some PTSD shit. When they seen that right there, like there was another guest that was on Hoodstock, and I think her name was either Payasa or something. She was an old veterana. And she got offended saying this cosplay shit is like putting everything we went through in a fucking box. And she got mad. She said, I seen somebody at the Santa Fe Springs Swap Meet sell a fucking Cholo starter pack.
Yeah.
Like this is a little box that has little Cortez, little Charlie Brown. And she was like, the shit we went through, and now you're just trying to make $1 off of some shit.
I went to fucking for juvenile hall just for having red lipstick. Like seriously, just for having red fucking I mean, they don't do that today, but at one time I went to juvenile hall just because I had red on my lips. And that was on purpose because I couldn't physically wear red, so I fucking had like you're gonna violate me for having it on my lips. We sure the fuck are.
I did 60 days in juvenile hall. We're gonna end it right now. I did 60 days in juvenile hall because a homie when I was at Mount Toro, he fucking blasted on my notebook some hood shit. I didn't even know it. And when they came to the house and they saw that. Put your hands behind your back.
Oh, yeah.
When I got out, shout out to the homie. He's doing good now. I saw him. He has a house on West Curtis, and he's moved on. He's doing what us three are doing. Very professional. Just we grew up, right? We're not thinking like teenagers anymore.
We grew up, but didn't forget where we come from.
Right.
Absolutely.
When I saw him outside watering his grass one day, I pulled over there and I told him, did you know? He didn't even know. Did you know that fucking they came 60 days? They gave me 60 days, cabron, because you fucking tagged. And it wasn't even a big old page. He only put like a little thing like this.
Yeah.
His hood, his name. And they gave me 60 days for that. But anyways, you guys,
you should have worn yellow lipstick. I don't know. I can't see any glasses. I can't see the name, but I could see the...
It's chingaderas.
Before we go, Mikey.
Okay, let's go.
Chingaderas. Oh, that's the actual name.
That's a handle. That's a handle.
Okay, all right.
So you should have worn yellow lipstick. I know.
Wear yellow lipstick.
They didn't fucking have... You know what? I have Chanel peach color lipstick today.
You know what I mean? And anyways, let me see. I get her point. Chingadera says right there, I go to Santa Fe Springs Swap Meet, and I don't care how old I am. I ain't scared. That's cool.
Yeah,
that's
thank you. That's a community spirit right there.
For what we're talking about right now, what Carol was talking about, it says this is not a gangster podcast. It's a professional Chicano
Absolutely.
Thank you for that. Yeah.
I appreciate the support.
I would say DL haters. No, I'm just kidding. Me personally, I'm still a businesswoman. At the end of the day, I am here to support you and as a businesswoman. Like, I'm not going to fucking... You guys watch NWA, Eazy-E? All publicity is good publicity.
It is.
Yeah, so,
It is.
hey.
All right, you guys, we're out live on Chicano 2.
All right, you
live
guys.
on Chicano
Thank
Street.
you for tuning
We'll
in.
see you guys on the next episode. We got Oompa Knock, who said he's going to make up for missing today.
Okay,
he wants to come back in
he
about
better come in a wig and fucking dancing his life out.
3 weeks. And we're going to go ahead and celebrate that. We got a new subscriber
Okay,
over
all
here.
right.
Shout out to the new subscriber that just subscribed over to the channel. Gente, run these numbers up live on Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. We'll see you on the next episode. We're pushing this Chicanismo because no one else can do it the way that
Guys,
we
have a good
do
night.
it, cabrones. And shout out to Raider Tommy. Gracias for the shirt over here. Chicano strut is nothing but a pinche Chicano.
Can I get one of those in pink?
Hey, Raider Tommy. Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to tell Raider Tommy to go ahead and mail that off in pink to you. Gente, we're out. We'll see you on the next episode. We'll catch you.
Adios.
I can't see if my crush is on there.